throwing shit at stuff is something
And
Floyd
then
does.
takes the shot.
Yeah,
Putting pizza on stuff and throwing stuff at stuff.
Gotta have some fun somewhere. God damn it. Did I already do it? Tell me I did it. Yes, I did. My work is basically already done for me.
Excellent.
Ooh.
The best feeling.
Oh, Annie's pissed.
What?
Annie just posted in Canada, whoever's texting me directly, please stop messaging. Lots of money. Back in airplane mode after this. But yeah, that's actually why I won't be here. I'm going to be in Italy, so I won't be able to play for the next 2 weeks.
Word,
Whoa.
man. Have fun.
We're going to Italy.
We are starting in Venice, then going to Verona, and then ending in Rome.
Sick.
5-year honeymoon. We didn't take one, so.
Nice. Have you been to Italy before?
No, nope. Her dad is from Italy, but she's never been there, and I've never been there. I've been to Spain, but that's it.
Venice is probably the most beautiful place I've ever been in my entire life.
I've been out
Good
here
to
making
know.
things worse doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, so it's going to be good. And then we're going to Verona because it's like less touristy. There's still a couple things to do, and then like Rome with like the
Don't forget
Vatican.
to rub the tit, though.
To what?
Rub the tit? In
Oh,
Verona,
yeah.
there's the statue
Yeah.
of Juliet.
Yep. Yeah, that's actually why we're going. I guess the one touristy thing at the Verona, and otherwise just kind of like relaxing.
Bring a lock, because there's also the bridges. If you can do it with nobody looking.
Yeah, because they don't want you doing it because they're starting to weigh them down and like all that garbage.
But, screw that. Do it.
So, nope, that's why I'll be gone next week. So, all good.
All right, so hold on. Let me actually make a note of that in the OneNote here. Scheduling.
And chapter 8 up. Yay! I did something somewhat productive for my day.
So, Pat's up the
Aside
next
from this,
2 weeks.
which is of course.
And Vader, you're out the next week?
Yeah, next week.
Okie doke. Cool. So, I mean, if Evan's still around and I can get my
Andy.
dad and Kyle up to fighting strength, I mean, we could do that as a 3-man. And, I mean, maybe Annie will be back.
I say, Annie's still out. She's been gone for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I guess she's in Canada, right? Like, I don't know what she's...
But yeah, but what's she doing in Canada? I assume she was like in there for like
I have
just
no
a couple
clue.
days. I mean, when you live in Buffalo, going to Canada's not really that big a deal.
Don't have to do it for an extended period of time, I guess. I have no clue, my friend. Ooh, I'm excited for this session.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm excited for this one. I'm hype!
So we're all gonna die.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Hype
thinking.
beast.
This is the end of Floyd.
Do
Floyd
you
and that's
promise?
invincible.
No, I would
Everyone's,
never.
I mean,
promise
isn't
that.
everyone like completely at full health now after all that shit that happened?
No, I think Floyd's still fucked.
Word. No, wait, no. Really?
I'm down. Yeah, I'm down 2 points on everything right now.
Oh, well, yeah, fucked, he says. Okay, Ivan, you ready? Can you hear and speak?
We can see, but we can't hear yet.
Yeah, I don't see him talking, though.
Yeah, he's not moving his mouth at all.
Yeah.
Maybe he's practicing.
Oh,
his
yeah, no, there he
ritual.
is. Yeah,
No, we can't hear the fuck out of you.
we can't hear the fuck out of you. We can't even hear you a little bit, let alone hear the fuck out of you.
I can see you with that sleeveless shirt on now.
The party's getting another spinner.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Thank the Lord.
War of the
At least one.
Spinners.
Yeah.
That's exciting for Floyd.
He's gonna be a little different though.
It's your dad?
Yeah.
Well, he's going to be way better at it than Floyd.
This rock I found on the ground is a better spinner than Floyd.
Whoa. That is simply not true.
I mean, they'll both have spin
I
identity.
think that
so like,
that hurt. I think that
It
one.
did
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Okay,
That
there
worked.
we go.
Yay!
All right, cool. Everybody ready to begin?
Let us not forget that Nick believes Floyd might be a doctor.
Yes.
I'm
It's
Googling that
important.
when I get back to Earth.
Yeah, it's important to bring that to mind every session because it could come into play. Who knows?
One of these days, it's gonna be like me dumping a bleeding out body at your feet, and just
So
damn it, Floyd, fix him.
I want to take stock of. Hold on a second. That, and then how much XP do you guys have?
3.
6.
I believe I have 3.
Ivan, you do not have 6.
5.
I think you're still lying.
5?
Gonna go ahead and check the character sheet on that one. Oh, wait. You do have 4 apparently.
I know, it's just regular.
Yeah, he got one at the end.
Yeah.
And he already had 3.
Do you want to use that before we get started? Are you gonna Are you gonna advance? Or are you gonna hang on to that for rerolls and shit?
No, advance. This game's gonna fuck me if I reroll.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. You're still relying on the
Got a
die,
point.
right?
I'm still relying on the die.
If you save it for rerolls, I
Yeah,
mean, it's
yeah,
like it
which
doesn't
will fuck
promise
me.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, make
So
me
let's go
god
ahead
tier.
and do that. So
There's even an advancement section
in the core rule book.
in the character sheet
Oh
on the
yeah,
right
yeah, yeah.
hand side at the bottom.
What I'm looking for is I'm pretty sure I remember them all, but I don't have the part of the book in front of me. So just correct me if I'm wrong, because I feel like you remembered, Joe. But you can choose to increase an edge.
Yep.
Increase your effort, your total effort you can apply to one task.
Yep.
You can increase your pools by, I don't remember how much. Is it 3 or 4?
10.
37.
10 sounds right.
I think it is 4, but I'm not 100%.
All pools or just one that you pick?
You basically have that many points to put among your different
Yeah,
pools.
you can split them. Where would... See, it's probably not towards the beginning under making your character. It's probably towards the end under running a game.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good one.
Like if I increase the edge, does it mean, is it a 1-to-1 thing? Like an edge of 2 for me would mean...
Yeah, so like you choose which of your 3 pools to put the edge into.
Yeah.
So say for example, you have might edge of 1. If you put another one might edge of 2, then any like 2 costs you have are just now free. And like when you're doing effort, it's only going to cost you 1 point from your pool to actually do effort onto that.
Word.
I looked at this shit so many times before starting, and now that I need it, I do not know where to find it. Oh! Every character chooses 4 character abilities. Okay. Oh, here they are. Got it. Alright. So yeah, it is 4 points to add to your stat pools. You can allocate them however you wish. You can increase an edge, like I said. You can increase your effort, or you can become trained in a skill. And so after you select one, you're going to do all of these eventually, because after you select one, it negates it for the next time you advance. But you have to do all 4 before you advance to tier 2.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm gonna take the edge.
Okay, what pool would you like to
Might.
put it in? Might. +1. All right, so now you have 2 edge and might. So you're boss. Okay.
So any difficulty 2 might things I succeed on, and it only costs me 1 point to put effort of might into things.
You don't necessarily automatically succeed. Like if the thing required a roll, you would still have to roll it, but it wouldn't
I
cost.
automatically succeed regardless of roll.
Right, you got it.
Tight.
Okay. All right, so now you're down to 0 experience. All right, cool. So last session, you guys went through a unified choir facility investigating the murders that happened, and you discovered that essentially what they were trying to do was research, develop a means for artificially quickening people.
Junk science.
Yes, which Nick still believes to be junk science.
Junk science.
And so did Shalumdar and everybody at the Quiet Cabal. Now, you brought the information back to Shalumdar and you talked out a plan of action. I believe you were talking about going back to the Unified Choir, but correct me if I'm wrong.
The plan was, if I remember correctly, was we were going to go back to the Unified Choir, act like, well, this is what we found. We didn't find this hidden drive at all. And then, like, see if we can get more information from them before, like, hullabaloo happens. Because Arm Guy was pretty solid. And then the whole thing was like, if we go disappearing, Shalumdar is going to take the information we have already and bring it to the council.
Right. So you kind of left a copy with him as a failsafe, right? I believe, or just left out the original, I guess, with him as a failsafe.
Yeah, like I don't think we're taking because like showing, hey, we know what you're doing, is gonna probably cause some shitty shit to happen. So I think it's more along the lines of, hey, no, we fought a monster and we investigated some dead people. This is what we did find. It didn't really fit with what you were saying. Is there something more you could tell us?
Yeah.
And then
gotcha.
Hopefully get any information out of them and not be locked in a dark hole for the rest of our days.
So was there anything anybody else wanted to do? I guess from there I'll just turn it back over to you guys. It's your session.
Any preps Floyd needs to do before we... Because, again, this is going to be another lovely... Floyd takes point and has to, talk his way through stuff.
Floyd's going to use his 1 action recovery roll.
I was going to say, well, can we... Is this a time for us to rest, potentially? Like...
You guys, I believe, all took your 10-hour before having the conversation with him. Like, the way it played out was you guys came back from or maybe you all didn't, but I gave you guys the opportunity to, because when you came back from the facility, Shalumdar was like, why don't you guys take a rest while our team cracks into this data drive that you guys couldn't crack into.
Yep. So I'm going to take my 1 action because I'm still kind of crappy.
Okay. Just make sure you mark it off.
So if after doing the 10-hour, we now go back to
the 1 action.
The 1 action.
Yep. Okay. Like that's your long rest in D&D. That's your we're flipping around now, new day.
Okay. So now I am completely healed. That was exactly how many I needed.
Sick. There you go.
Okay. So Floyd's good to go.
All right. So I've kind of. Does anybody else want to do anything, or are we going right to the back to the UC headquarters?
I've got nothing to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're pretty good.
All right. So as you head back across the city, you're not really hassled or anything. You make it pretty uneventfully back to the Unified Player headquarters. You remember the way. It's only been like a day at this point. And when you arrive back there, the scene is pretty much as I described last time. Pretty much exactly the same. So feel free to have that from there. You notice it looks like the same woman at the desk.
Yeah, I'm going to go up to Goldie Hawn.
Okay.
You've been waiting. You figured that out Monday last week, and you've been waiting for that joke.
No, never.
As you stroll up, she kind of looks up and takes notice of you, and you see sort of like a strained expression kind of cross her face, and she says, "Oh, you're back. What can I do for you today?
We were not supposed to survive that.
I believe I have a meeting with Kohaka Ra.
She checks down. She looks down at her workstation. You hear fingers flutter over the keys for a moment, and then she looks up and says, "I don't believe that you do. There's nothing here on the record about that."
I would suggest contacting him, letting him know that myself and my colleagues are here. He will probably be interested in meeting.
Of course, he'll
roll-
be interested because he has an appointment and he knows what's happening.
No, he'll be interested in meeting.
Yeah, she kind of like looks at you. She kind of looks at you funny, but she eventually kind of shrugs her shoulders and trudges off back through the door. I can't.
Mean mugger.
Yeah, there through that door. She comes back out after 5 minutes or so and motions you through the door. Like, she doesn't really even come up all the way back out. She just sort of stands in the doorway and kind of waves you through.
I'm going to wave my friends through with me. They got to come, otherwise I'm in bad straits if they decide they hate me.
Okay.
Nick doesn't need to decide that he hates you. Nick knows this.
All right. So they lead you back through that door into back into Yamada's office again, where he and Kawaka Ra are already sitting. So as soon as you come in through the door, you can see that their faces they both have kind of like not so much the same strained expression as the receptionist, but you can definitely see there's like a look of concern and surprise etched across their faces as they see you come through the door. So Yamada motions for you to take seats.
Why so surprised to see us?
Yamada, like, Kawaka looks like he's going to say something, and then Yamada holds a hand up and says, we just didn't think that you would work so fast, that's all. What findings do you have to present to us?
So I'm not the most technologically understanding, so I'm going to let my friend here report the findings. Motions to Nick, because Nick knows how to talk.
We located a bunch of unused faculty equipment, Jesus. Bunch of unused manufacturing equipment, as well as we found the dead bodies and give me 1 second because I can find its name, Variocarian that attacked us. We were able to subdue it and located. We managed to power on some of the terminals there, and we're interested to see, well, what was displayed on the terminals themselves. And I'm deliberately leaving it at that, and I want to see like what the reaction is going to be to that.
Yamada kind of nods gravely and says, can you describe the creature that attacked you?
He was big, ugly, and shot the fuck out of me.
He hit faces and screamed.
Faces.
No,
Loud faces.
so
I
was
actually say that. He was big, ugly, and shot the fuck out of me.
yeah,
Can anyone
description.
be a little bit more eloquent than that, perhaps?
It was a creature that seemed to be covered in faces and different unused body parts and heads. It slept in a pile of the disused bodies of the test subjects that were left behind there.
And it screamed.
And it screamed a
Yamada
lot.
kind of places a hand on his chin, and kind of glances at you thoughtfully and says, I see a graft addict. The church often employs them as assassins when they're engaged in clandestine activities. It would seem then that our theory was true, and the church is attempting to sabotage us after all. We appreciate your intervention in this matter. He reaches under his desk and pulls out what you can clearly see, having picked up the two of them now, as a bit wallet, and places it on the desk in front of him.
So this confirms to you that it was the church. However, it doesn't necessarily confirm to us that it was the church. We ran into this creature that you are now telling us this, and we are to assume that it's true. What are there any other leads that we may follow that can confirm our suspicions?
He says, unfortunately, as this is still a closed investigation, our suspicions were the only ones that needed confirming. There's not really anywhere else that I would direct you to investigate this, as I believe at this time your services have been fully rendered. I have made payment available to you, though we did not discuss any in advance. I would suggest accepting this and considering our business finished.
I look to Nick and
everybody roll an intellect check.
Ooh. Intellect. Roll. Floyd's down as a box of rocks.
Still waiting on one from... Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I guess everyone kind of simultaneously notices or, slowly comes to the realization throughout the course of the conversation so far that Kawaka is very quiet. And while Yamada's expression has kind of changed to one of sort of smug indignation, he still seems very concerned. But he's he hasn't really said anything or attempted to interject into the conversation at all. And then, wait, Floyd, you were saying something?
Oh, because he said payment rendered, so I was going to shrug and actually, since with that little bit of information now, point out that Yamada was less than willing to talk to us prior. I think Kahakara was willing to talk to us, but the situation seems to be reversed now. And that Kahakara is not saying anything. And actually point that out. Point that out to him.
I'm actually the head researcher on this project. I shouldn't have let Kawaka rope me into allowing you to investigate the situation in the first place, but it does seem that your interference was actually useful here, so perhaps he was correct in doing so. Either way, it is me that you're dealing with now, so that remains my recommendation.
Again, I'm going to shrug to the two of them and...
Can I, with the suit and the fact that this is Rook, is there a way I can, shake Kawaka's hand and, while doing so, ping him with, my comm number? Or, a contact information for me?
Didn't he already give it to you?
Did he? If he did, then yeah, no, I'm...
Wait, no, that was... Shalimdar did. You don't think that there's any way for you to do that, inconspicuously?
Okay.
Unless you wanted to use the all song to do it.
Give it a go. See what happens.
I am going to nudge Floyd and look meaningfully at Yamada, kind of try to give him the signal to distract him and see if Floyd picks up on that.
So does Floyd pick up on it?
I'm not gonna make you roll for that. I'm just gonna leave that up to you. So he nudges and looks meaningfully at Yamada.
I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna play yes because I did notice that Kahakara was not talking. So I'm sorry, I forgot his name. Yamada. So that's the end of it, so that we can take payment. Is there any way that you and I can discuss a little something in private by chance?
Floyd wants the gold skin.
Roll an intellect check.
I will try. Hang on, it's coming. My character sheet is right there. Yeah.
So Floyd picked up on what Nick was putting down, but unfortunately, it looks like you see Yamada's eyes dart towards Kawaka and then back at
Okay.
you and says, "No, I don't think that would be a good idea."
Okay, I'm gonna enthrall him.
Okay, roll up another one. So what are you
Whoa.
What are you talking to him about?
I'm talking to Yamada about the ability to
Talk to him about Yamada.
No, yeah, talk to Yamada. No, about science and how I don't understand what they were even doing in the science center. But I was sent there, and then I was attacked by this big ugly dude who shot the crap out of me. And
Okay,
why?
you see
you do
Yamada's
this?
eyes begin to glaze over, and you get the impression that your enthrallment pheromones, as they would be on Rook, have been received.
All right, when that happens, I'm going to slip Kawaka like our contact information with like the yeah. If you need to talk to us, we're amenable. We want to have this conversation with you.
So it's actually, as you go to slip him your contact information, what he does is like picks up on that and slips you a what you believe to be some sort of data packet instead, or as well as.
Sweet. I'm not going to install this into the suit systems just yet because I don't want to be virused in the middle of the United Choir. But yeah, I acknowledge that I received it.
All right, and then I'm gonna, because Enthrall has to be me standing still talking. I'm going to thank him for any information he can give and take the bit wallet.
Okay, it is like 3,000 bits.
Oh, I'm so
Ooh.
rich. Y'all can eat it. My
Hey,
bits.
Fuck that, we're sharing that.
Yeah,
My bits.
throw
My
some of that to the guy who's in debt.
My bits.
1,000 each.
Oh, my bits.
I'm taking it all right now.
Okay, so you guys take the bit wallet and kind of excuse yourselves from the office. Yamada still has that smug sort of look on his face, like he's just dismissed the insects from his presence.
Got it.
And so, all right, now you're back in the lobby.
Yo, I give that gold chick a thumbs up, and I walk out.
That means something very, very different here on Rook. Don't do that. You just proposed, Floyd. You just proposed.
I mean, if she says yes. All right, we leave that joint. Let's go back to Shalom Dar. That guy is cool.
All right, so once again you make your way back across the city relatively uneventfully, and
I'm gonna give everyone 1,000 bits.
Damn
Okay.
right you are.
Everyone gets 1,000 bits. Enjoy your bits.
What about?
Enjoy
I want to go
your
shopping.
bits.
Wait till we transfer the money back to something so we're not just buying, like, ooze-covered chitin.
I mean, maybe your Rookian version likes ooze coverage Titan, but okay. So you arrive back there, and you find Shalumdar waiting in the, like, he's presumably you notified him ahead that you were coming back, so he is waiting for you in that conference room that you've sort of been staging your operations out of. He gives you guys the once over, and he seems like, I would say he seems rested, but he kind of always seems the same. Like I said, he's an older guy, but he's definitely got some pluck to him. Very kind of quiet resolve about him as he kind of sternly looks you all over. Well, you're all still alive, so I take it didn't go disastrously horrible.
There is not a chance that could have happened. Not with the Floyd around.
Nick's about to talk, stops, turns to look at Floyd, turns back and said, "Oh, we also have got a data packet we need to examine. Do you have a safe server we can install this onto?"
Certainly. He taps a keypad in the center of the conference room table and summons someone from the bowels of the Quiet Cabal Tower who shows up in about 10 minutes with like a very clunky looking older sort of workstation on a like computer workstation on a cart.
Bleep. Bleep.
It says it's an older model than anything we would normally use, but it hasn't. It's completely free of any sort of outside connection.
All right, we'll install Kawaka's data, pack it onto it, and unpack it.
Okay. So what you see is essentially it connects to the player on the table. So there's a holographic image of Kawaka that appears in, like hovering in front of you guys in like pale blue light. He has a very kind of like ghostly expression on his face that translates even through the pale blue of the hologram image. He says, "If you're listening to this, it's because I can't take any more of what is happening as a result of our actions. Please understand that everything we did in the name of science and of our leader, Uminatar. We experimented with an artificial quickening process designed to awaken the power to translate to normal Rukians through inundation therapy.
Junk science.
We used the All-Song to process thousands of quickening triggers brought to us from researchers here and abroad, hoping that the experiences that awakened one individual might also work on another. Lightning striking twice in the same place is statistically improbable, but not impossible. We thought our experiments had been unsuccessful. In reality, we succeeded in quickening the All-Song itself. We simultaneously gave sentience to it and gave it the power to translate to other recursions. It immediately slew our research team and retreated to a substation in the Shattered Wastes. We're not really sure what it's doing, what it wants, but we know that all attempts to reach out to it or communicate with it thus far have been met with nigh instantaneous death, as you know. I'm including the coordinates to the substation. Given that you've survived the trap we set for you, I'm assuming you know your way around a fight and can bring that place down. I don't think the awakened All-Song can survive a reboot to the system, something we always talked about but never got to attempt. The theory is quite fascinating, but I digress. I wish you well, and while I understand my acquiescence may not absolve me, I hope it at least redeems my character somewhat. Good luck."
They weaponize the internet.
That sounds like mumbo jumbo to me. Let's go hit that restart button.
They turn the internet into an angry child.
Isn't that what the internet is?
Yeah, pretty
Shalimdar's
much.
look of shock lasts for about 3 seconds before he taps the comm link on the table again, and says, "I need the spike. Prep it and bring it to me."
What's the spike? That sounds interesting.
I'll take that. Thank you very much.
No.
It's an implement.
So
Is it a pizza
Shalimdar
gun by
says-
chance?
It's not a weapon.
Shalimdar says those idiots over at the Unified Choir weren't the only ones who were theorizing about the potential need to restart the All-Song. We've been working on a device that we think will do it, and it is, however, untested as of yet, but it's incredibly powerful, and we think it should at least put a damper on it. And before long, another Quiet Cabal member shows up and presents, just kind of puts out on the table this small box.
It's the same one. He's the low man on the totem pole. Like, he gets all the shit.
Yeah, right. He's the gopher. It's about 2 feet long, but only a couple of inches high. And he sets it on the table and walks out.
I pick it up and
Okay.
look at it.
All right, so you open the box, and essentially what it looks like is it's quite
What's in
literally
the
a spike.
box?
It basically looks like a railroad spike with a
It was
sort
covered
of,
chitin.
Yo, L, load that into my shotgun arm.
an activation
No.
button, on one side, and then a like textured like rivets that go up the not rivets like indentations that go up the side of it. So it looks almost like a key as well.
It's got little dimples.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, it's so cute. I maintain.
So we
load it-
just
load it
jam
into my
this thing
shotgun arm.
inside it.
Shoot it with my shotgun arm. In it.
Shalimdar nods, as I have no idea what an awakened or quickened All-Song is like, but typically when interacting with the All-Song, it will form facets that adapt to your needs. So if you're not innately able to find a port that looks like it will accept the spike, if you wait there, you should see one shortly.
So
I don't like the idea of just waiting
quickened,
around.
sentient, self-aware killing network is going to present us with an opportunity to shut it off. We need it.
Well, he seems kind of at a loss for words, and then he says, "To be honest with you, I have no idea. We've obviously never dealt with anything like this before. The use of the spike was meant to. It was provided for a situation where the All-Song became too dangerous, but we could never have imagined it gaining sentience. So you may have to subdue it in some other way first. I'm not even sure what physical form it would take, to be totally honest with you, if any."
I am the All-Song.
I'm sensing
We're all
this spike here is somewhat of a delicate and complicated little instrument.
Okay, so before he responds to that, what you innately notice about it as you look it over is that it is sort of kind of humming with strange energy, so it is a cipher. It would have to take the place of, unless you have a slot open, it would have to take the place of one of the ciphers you're currently holding.
I have a slot open.
Okay. And on Shalandar's actual response is, well, we only made one like it, so we can attempt to start fabricating others, but I would consider it right now sort of the only potential option.
We won't put it in the gun then.
Yeah, no putting in the gun arm.
Just
Yeah.
And yes, please start fabricating more just in case we, die.
Right. The implement is, like you said, incredibly fragile, so attempting to fire it out of a projectile is probably not a good solution.
Not a projectile.
we could shoot
as
it with
a
a
gun
bow.
arm.
We could shoot it with a bow.
Where's Hawkeye? We need him.
Right.
All right. Well, we'll find a way to. We'll find a hole.
No, I'm only at 17 ammos. I need to go buy ammos.
You probably ask them to bring you ammos. They will bring you the ammos. Probably that same guy will show
I
up
have
with a box of
gun
shotgun.
now.
That's true.
If it's a laser gun, it doesn't need ammo, right?
Battery packs.
Infinite.
Durcells.
Yeah, you.
So-
It's a Moonraker laser.
It does seem to have some kind of. Well, actually, you don't know. It doesn't have. It doesn't appear to have anything that comes out or goes into it. So.
I
Katie.
assume it will work forever.
Right.
So before we do, we obviously need to make preparations. Can you give me ammos?
Can you give me ammo? He says.
Can he give us rocket launchers? Like, is that a thing? Can we just
He says you can have access to our armory. Take anything that you need.
Does your armory have memes?
Does it have what?
Memes.
Memes? Yeah, of
We're
course.
going up against the internet.
Only the
It's
dopest memes.
It's dank.
Perfect.
So we need to bring.
I mean, like
Kittens?
it's essentially a DDoS weapon. Like it just overflows it's just supposed to overflow the All songs. I mean, it kind of is like a meme. It's basically a meme spike. Like
For 4chan.
yeah, it's just all the memes at the power.
Pure concentrated 4chan.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So he says, make whatever preparations you need, and the coordinates that they've given you here are quite a bit farther than basically in the opposite direction of the facility that you went to before. So we're going to retrofit the vehicle that we gave you so that it will it'll allow you to fly there.
Fly?
Yeah.
Is it gonna fly?
Yes.
Yes.
That's nice.
So he says, make whatever preparations you need. I'll get the research team started on attempting to fabricate additional spikes.
To the armory.
Yeah, let's pillage this armory.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna matrix this up.
Yeah, you head down a few floors to the armory. It essentially seems to take up like an entire floor of the tower, or at least most of one. There's also obviously like ranges and everything like that for training, practicing rooms for all of the various weapons that they have there. And since it's so big, rather than itemize it, I think I'm gonna just have you guys tell me what kind of stuff you're looking for, and I can let you know if it's there. I mean, there's a wide array of both what look like projectile and ranged weaponry, also like clubbed sort of or like bladed sort of melee implements, stuff like that.
Any actual armor?
Armor, yeah, that's what I was looking for too.
Yeah, you're able to find like armor on Rook. They have like big sort of heavy kind of plate armor looking stuff that is like almost chitinous like Nyx armor, but doesn't appear to have any of the bells and whistles that Nyx armor does.
I've got the luxury model.
Yeah, he's got the.
That's why it costs you so much.
And then they're kind of slimmer. They look very unrealistic as armored garments. They're basically just like these very sleek, almost fetishy looking bodysuits, like black, shiny,
MMO type shit.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But given that you're from here, now you know that they're synth skin and they're pretty resilient.
I would like one of those.
I want one of those.
Okay. So they're gonna be +1 armor basically.
Hey, that's better than 0.
The synth skin.
Yeah.
And then I put my doctor's robe back on over it.
Okay. Dr. Flood.
So that's just +1 armor. Put that in the thing.
Yep.
Is there a field I have for an armor value, or do I just need to keep track of that?
There's
There should be one for it.
recursion armor underneath the rolling thingy.
Yeah.
Where you roll speed, might, and intellect.
Okay.
Nick, you mentioned something about rocket launchers. You actually do see what looks like a kind of like a shoulder-mounted sort of cannon.
Now, here's the thing. As a paradox, I only have like light weapons. How screwed am I using the heavy weapons?
I think it's everything. So it would be like 1 step of disability for medium, 2 steps for heavy. So anything is 2 steps harder for you to hit.
Al, you're a vector.
It might actually no. You know what?
Yeah.
Scratch that. I think it's actually 1 universally. It's just if you're not trained in it, it's 1 stage more difficult.
Gotcha.
You got something I might want?
Well, if you're a vector, you have heavy weapons training. So that means, like, you can use these rocket launchers without any penalty.
Can I see what my training is
I'll-
for guns?
It should be on your.
You got.
I might actually not have put it on your character sheet.
Yeah,
I may have
it's-
messed that up. Highly possible. But let me see.
Connor doesn't do a damn thing.
It's
Right, Connor?
it's imparted by right. It's imparted by your type, right?
So, well, your dad did the. You had some stuff put down with your dad for being a spinner,
Yeah.
and it says practice with light and medium weapons, but I don't know if that's true.
Yeah. Then I think it's
I'm double checking right now.
For you.
Paradox.
All right. Well. So we're still waiting to see who's gonna take the rockets, then, right?
Yeah. It would.
Practice with light and medium weapons.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Floyd will take it.
Yo, if I'm trained in that shit, give it to me.
Oh yeah, that's true. If you're trained, take it.
If no one is, then fuck it.
Though that does mean, Floyd, that you don't take any penalties using the shotgun arm.
Oh yeah, buddy.
No, shotguns are heavy.
Are they?
They really are. They deal 6.
Wow. So I find like the base like handgun rifle combo and give that to Floyd and be like, here, this is better.
Then a shotgun arm.
Oh no, I'm keeping the shotgun arm. That doesn't leave my arm.
That doesn't leave my arm.
That's like in dire emergencies, I'll shoot people with it, or myself potentially.
Or me potentially.
You can actually
Okay.
you can feel that it's still unloaded. By the way,
Oh,
those two shots were
that was that.
yeah.
All right. So I do want another like medium gun,
Okay.
whatever my options are.
You
Well,
are
Evan figures
able
out.
to let me get to that jazz. Yeah, so you have like it's essentially it basically does just like kind of look like almost like a little handgun, with like spines running up the back of it, almost kind of like the Needler from Halo. If you're
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Needler Pink Mist.
Yeah.
So hell yeah, I'm gonna take whatever that is.
Do I see a bunch of rockets around, like just a pile of rockets somewhere?
Yeah, right next to the
Big-
launchers,
big
there
mountain
are
of 'em.
you see they come in boxes of like one apiece, or two apiece, I should say.
All right. So, is it unreasonable for me to take 4, like 2 boxes of 2, or is that too big? Are we talking like?
I'll
RPG
take
heads or, like-
another box for him.
You'd be pretty heavy laden if you took like 4 boxes. I mean,
No, I
you
wanted
could take,
2 boxes, 4 rockets.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But we
You
can
could-
split those between people if we need
Right, you could. You'd feel pretty heavy laden if you took both boxes, but if you each take 1 box, you're probably fine.
to. All right. Well, I'll take 1 box, and if someone else wants us to have more rockets, they can. But no
Yeah.
big deal.
It's not like I can only train in light weapons, but my exception ability counts as a medium weapon. So like I'm good with the laser gun on my armor.
All right, I'm good with my Needler and my armor, and I'm good. I want my ammos. I want to pick up my ammos for all the guns. What ammos do I find?
So you don't find any ammo for the armed shotgun, but the second you notice, the second you think about like, oh man, where's armor or where's ammo for this armed shotgun, you feel like a wrenching pain in your arm, and you take 2 might damage and feel that the gun is reloaded.
All right, that's fair.
So yeah, just sacrifice your health. Just shoot. You're literally shooting might points at them.
Yo, I really like that. And what about the ammo for the Needler weapon thing?
You find, I mean, they have a pretty good stock of that. Like, it comes in essentially like a little, man, I wish my camera didn't suck. So it has sort of like a bulbous back end to it, and you can see that the replacements are like the bulbs. It looks almost kind of like a fruit if you halved a fruit, and
Okay.
the inside of the fruit was needles, and you just jam it into the back of the gun.
Okay. So I also want to take 2 reloads of that.
Okay, yeah,
2
that's
fruits.
not too much. It doesn't. they're
I'll
like-
take a couple extra reloads for his Needler as well, considering I'll just
Okay.
be pack mule at this point.
All right, cool. I'm good. Make sure you
There is-
mark all that stuff down.
There
Oh, I
isn't
have.
like a just to keep milking this. There
Hey,
isn't
we-
like a specialized
copyright.
footwear department of this armory, is there?
No, not really.
I was
That's-
hoping.
No specialized
They don't
footwear.
have custom boots.
You trying to get some Tims?
Yeah, some Tims that'll let me climb shit.
Oh yeah, no, they don't have anything like that, unfortunately.
All right, Floyd's
Oh,
good
that
to
will
go.
not do.
Floyd's ready to just shove this spike in the shotgun arm and shoot it into the goddamn computer.
All right, so you head out to the motor pool now that you're all officially laden with everything, and you find the same vehicle that you guys were in before. It has now been, the tires have been removed and replaced with these like repulsor pads. Let me get you guys over where you need to be.
Ooh, into a new area.
Okay, so if I know sometimes like it'll put you in the wrong spot to start with, you want to move to the top left corner
Got
of
it.
the map as you land on it, and feel free to like make yourself some new tokens. So there are foot lockers, those 2 little squares at the back of the vehicle. They're little like foot lockers for storage. Then there are benches there along either side, and then there is a driver's seat with a steering vane there. The steering vane has been replaced with what looks like it almost looks like receptacles for your arms. Like you feel like your arms would lock into it, and you would kind of fly it by moving your arms after that.
Well, someone else is gonna have to fly it because my shotgun can't fly.
You guys have the heavy duty weapons, so I will take flying duties.
Okay, So you guys are taking off. You hear?
I mean,
Wait, hold on. Is it just the three of us? Like, or can they spare some mooks to come save the internet? I mean,
no, this is it.
I
It's
mean,
up to
nobody-
us.
This is a low priority issue for them.
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
is, it's up to us.
nobody really addressed it.
Hey,
We moved too
just-
fast.
Turn around, walk off the ship, start
yeah.
yelling.
Wait a minute. Like,
All right.
we have a little pop up that says, "Are you sure you want to continue going past this
So,
point?"
I mean,
Garrison?
what I was about to say is that the console does like sort of turn to life as soon as you turn on the vehicle, and you hear Shalandar's voice over the intercom say, you know, I've uploaded the coordinates to the nav console on your vehicle. You know, anything else you need from us before you take off?
Like 3 platoons of soldiers. You know,
Mooks.
He says, on its face, this is still a couple of random recursors looking into a closed investigation for an official Rupian faction.
can we at least get Big McLordhuge back? Is that a thing?
I miss
Um,
that guy.
He said, if Brett were currently engaged if you were currently on station with us and not tasked to other another engagement.
Okay, we get it. We don't get him.
I would send him with you.
Fine. We don't need anybody. We
You
got
can't.
this.
You can't tell because my arms are locked in the vehicle, but I'm flipping you off right now.
So you taking off then? We gotta save
Apparently.
the president's daughter. It's up to us. Excellent. Okay. So you head out across the Shattered Wastes. A good, like, I would say,
Is there windows on this thing?
no.
Oh, damn it.
Dave, I mean, they've installed some like guards that kind of go up to about like your waist height if you were standing, but it's not. It's still like an open topped vehicle.
Oh, so there's an open top?
Yeah,
All right, cool.
I
And,
don't,
like,
Floyd.
and it's hard to like. I'm probably describing it poorly. It's not like a convertible where the walls go up all the way. Like there's more like there's like kind of blast guards that run along. So if you're standing up, it's almost like you're out on a boat on the water.
It's a
Like,
land speeder.
Yeah, it has walls, but they don't. They would come up to about your chest, maybe a little bit lower.
So we're just like eating dust and shit while we drive this thing.
Well, I mean, it flies a little higher than a land speeder, so not necessarily. There's also not a lot of like particulate,
Not a lot of
like
dust?
there would be in like the wastes aren't a desert. I mean, they are probably from like a meteorological standpoint, but there's not a lot of like sand and dust and shit. But
It's a tight desert, not a loose desert.
right, yeah, there you go.
Giggity. Plus, my suit filters out all that stuff, so I'm intentionally going through like sand dunes just to fuck with you guys.
Right.
No. All right. Yeah. We'll start
So
beelining.
you put Harmonious in your rear view, and I would say about like 20 minutes outside of the city. Actually, roll an intellect check.
Ooh, I love intellect.
Anyone who's not Nick.
Oh, good.
Oh, go back to the thing. There you go.
The names are fucking killing me.
Ooh!
Floyd, you notice there are a couple of specks kind of moving off in the distance at about the same height as you that seem to be approaching. Like
Yo, I shoot my needler at it.
they're okay.
They're specks. They could be also friendly specks.
Roll-
I don't care.
roll
Better shoot at it.
roll
though.
a speed check.
That's why I was wondering if there was if it was open or not, because I was planning on shooting something.
Okay, so you see a like somehow, despite the fact that they're way too far away, you see like one of the needles plink off the side of one of these things, and then all of a sudden you hear klaxons in the distance and like flashing lights.
You got us in trouble with the cops.
You shot a
Yeah,
cop.
Congrats.
That's fine with me.
They kind of get closer now. You see they sort of start pouring on the speed, and you can see there are two of they're very similar. They're basically almost identical land speeders, and they're gaining on you now. As they kind of approach to where you can sort of get within hearing distance, you hear, deactivate the vehicle immediately by order of the Myriad.
You shot a cop.
Yeah, that was bound to happen.
I would say they're about like
How
100
much
feet
time?
away at this point.
So how many seconds do we have to talk this through?
I would say like 15 to 20 in
the
game time.
or
In
in
game
table
time.
time?
In game time. I'll give you a little bit of table time to talk through your.
I'm just gonna convince him I'm a cop.
That is not going to happen.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Usually never happens.
That's what I'm gonna do. You know my game plan. You guys can figure out yours.
Nick, what's our stance on these guys? Like,
They're
I
the
don't pay attention to politics. Can
Yeah.
we kill these people or not?
No, we really probably shouldn't. We might be able to convince them. Floyd might be able to convince them to help us out here. At the very least, we can just, have them convince them to connect to the L song and kill themselves so that we can get them out of our way. And that way, it's not us killing them; it's the L song doing it.
That's a good plan.
Give me a
Can we?
Floyd and Al. Give me another intellect check.
You ask too much.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I told you.
Well then,
See, this is why I took that. This is why I leveled up. Cause fuck this game. You
So
have intrusion, baby.
you start panicking because you're holding.
God damn it. That's awesome.
oh no, my
Um,
God, you are holding. You're strapped with drugs.
Always. Literally.
and needed fucking weapons.
Yeah.
And you like
Guys, I
you're,
got
you're
space
kind of
meth
you're
and
kind
4
of
rockets.
distracted.
Let's fucking do this.
You're kind of distracted, and your intellect-based tasks are going to be one step harder for the next like 20-30 minutes.
As if they rely on me for those anyway. Fuck. Okay. Well, back to sorting this out.
Floyd's on it.
All right. Can we?
Am I pulling over or am I
Do we
trying to
try to
outrun
talk
them?
them into this, or do we try to? Do you think we can outrun them? And
How fast can this thing go?
how far do we have left to go?
Do I have like a speed gauge here? Like, do I know if I'm like, was I taking a leisurely stroll here, or was
What
I
is
booking
Google
full
Maps?
laps?
I mean, you're
Tell
about
us.
halfway. You're about another 20 or 30 minutes from the site now.
Could we like try to outrun them and get there? Is it? Do I think that given the fact that I've been driving this for about half an hour now?
Well, you've been. I mean, you would have been probably putting it through its paces because you're trying to save the internet, and they gained on you when they wanted to. So.
So I guess I'm pulling over.
All right. Like this thing had tires a day ago.
It's an all-terrain vehicle.
Right.
I love how like we're literally like we're every like protagonist in any video game ever. Like here's this beat up old junker and like just you guys go save the world. Like no, come give us some stuff. All right.
They did give us our armory.
All right, let's go.
Buffet of armory.
All right. I guess I'm gonna have to pull over.
Okay, so the moment that you start decreasing in speed, you see a like a trail of fire come out of the side of one of the vehicles. Al,
Evasive action.
Al, go ahead and give me a speed check. That is a rocket.
So it is. I will spend. Can I spend effort on check? I can, right?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
sure.
So definitely gonna do
Wait.
that.
Is that them shooting at us or is Al shooting at them?
No, that's them shooting at us.
Okay.
Maybe. I will shoot at them now. That's gonna happen. I should have just done it. I should have done it. I was like, maybe if I hit one while they're next to each other, like.
Did you do the check or?
No,
No, there it is.
All right.
Hold on. Why did I spend the fucking effort?
God hates you.
So I grab that shit out of the air and throw it back at him, right?
So you get to you
Use
see
your
this
head
thing
roll.
coming, and you get to kind of like you cross from one side of the vehicle to the other. It strikes the side about like pretty much where you were standing there,
My little closet.
and yeah, like kind of it look like it blows away most of the guard. Like there's basically like a smoking hole on the side of the little vessel now, but it doesn't
Mhm.
actually like miraculously doesn't hit any of the repulsor pods or anything, so you're still up.
Smoking Hole was the name of my prog rock cover band. I'm
played bass in
immediately going to
Smoking
start putting back on the speed.
Yo, you know what to
fuck
do.
it.
Al.
Can you?
You know what to do.
How close are they to us?
So at this point now they're like
Within
pulling
rocket
up alongside
distance.
of you, basically.
Shoot him. Shoot him.
Let me see.
Nick, you want to try like braking hard?
Okay, we can try maneuvers in the Jalopy 5000.
I mean, you just need to brake. You just slow down. They go in front of us.
It's okay, Goose. I'm going to hit the brakes and then I'm going to fly right on by.
There we go.
Wait, can we see that guy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot the fuck out of him.
I need him to stop snapping to grid. Okay, there we go.
Align to grid.
More importantly, can I start playing Danger Zone through the speakers on the Jalopy?
No.
Nope.
You see there are what you recognize on the other side there as Venom Troopers. They're basically like cyborg, like biomechanical soldiers for hire. I'm sharing the bigger picture with you now.
Oh my.
Yeah, and like
Look at
what
those
you
chicken
what you
legs.
also realize is that they're very rarely associated with the Myriad. Like
Yes, this is all bullshit.
you, as soon as
So
you, as soon as
basically,
you see them,
they floyded us.
yeah,
Yo,
exactly.
It's a good thing I shot the fuck out of him.
Right.
Yeah, that saved us. The first shot. You took it. It mattered.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Just gonna ask for that.
What do we got, Floyd? Dude, Floyd is the worst at initiative.
Can I spend effort on initiative?
I have to go through it and get the thing.
Floyd is the fucking worst.
God damn it.
Wow. You're worse than I am.
We're the same.
Yeah, but yours is in red for some reason.
Oh, wait. Oh,
Because he rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1, and it added it up. So
He's
wait.
trained in initiative.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. See, you rolled worse than I did.
Yeah, but it's the same number, bro. So like,
If I
Yeah,
give
that's
that a
good.
color and
Something.
then give it a turn, will it? No, it won't. Of course, my life can't be that easy.
fuck.
It's a lot of Venom Troopers showing up in front of us.
Blow him up, baby.
They all have a rocket launcher.
One of them did.
No, it was only the one right towards the back. I'll mark him.
The picture shows him with a little rocket in his fingers.
I love the "this is a rocket" hand
I
motion.
could fit like 30 of those.
It really is. Like that's pretty much exactly what it's like.
Like you can just hear him going through the Full Metal Jacket speech. This is a rocket launcher. This is a rocket. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Well, this rocket's soon to be yours. Congratulations. Just remember, while a bullet may have your name on it, the rocket just says to whom it may concern.
Okay. Now, I give you guys a turn. And let's see, Nick is at 13.
I am indeed at 13.
Oh, cool. It didn't save any of the ones that I did. You have to hit enter, I guess. Cool. That's all. And then Floydster got a 4.
Yeah, he did.
And the Hintakus also got a. Who has a higher speed pool?
14.
What's
14.
Oh, cool. You guys. All right, I'm just random.
We're going at the same exact time.
Yeah, you're going simultaneously.
They're in sync.
All right, you shoot the rocket. I'll jump on it.
Damn right. It's not a method of attack. It's a means of conveyance.
Okie dokie. All right. So
Doesn't matter. We'll both be dead before it's our turn anyway.
True.
luckily, their pilot goes first and is consumed with the act of piloting, and then it is Nick's turn.
Oh, Nick stopped piloting.
Nick's not
Smart.
consumed with the act of piloting.
He stopped him. You told him to stop.
Yeah, no, I will hit the brakes and try to do some maneuvering actions to get some good shots lined up for them.
Oh, Floyd ain't got shit. He can hit him at 1,000,000 miles away, but right next to him, no way.
Try to get above him. Above him.
We don't want to be above them.
Yeah, no, you just have to drop on him.
We want to be above him.
All right.
So you're gonna try and pilot above them.
I'm gonna try to hit the brakes so they go zipping by, and then start trying to climb above them.
There's some sweet ass Skies of Arcadia shit going on here.
All right. Roll a speed check.
Oh, this is gonna go fantastically well.
Real excited.
Effort.
Jalopy 5,000.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have I have 8 for speed. So this is gonna be fantastic.
Never mind.
Jalopy,
We got this.
you got an 8.
Yep.
Okay, so you
We fall out of the sky.
like
That's a 1.
the act of you manage the braking part fine, so that they go whizzing past you, but then you start to climb, but realize that losing all of your momentum is like you're going up an elevator right now. Like you get maybe about 10 feet up from where you were with the rest of your action.
That's manageable.
Still above him.
Yeah.
That's right.
So well,
Mission accomplished.
we got the high ground. We're good.
Props for being technically correct.
The best kind of correct.
That's right. The best kind of correct.
All right. So, Venom Trooper closest to this guy here. That
Yeah.
guy. He is going to go ahead and level his rifle, and basically what he shoots out of it at Al is like it's almost like a long singular lance kind of a thing, like a harpoon almost. It looks like
it's like a harpoon gun.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a speed defense.
You got this.
All right.
You don't got this.
The harpoon pierces through your shoulder, and you take 4 points of damage. Before
have
any
one
kind
armor.
of yes, so 3 points of damage,
Tight.
and then that hardly seems right, but how did that happen? Okay, then it is your turn, Al.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Floyd is the worst.
I want to use my fucking rocket launcher, and I want to shoot it at. Not even necessarily. I mean, is this guy here? This is where the pilot's at. How do I get it to ping again?
You hold down left click.
Holding it down. I'm just not holding it long enough. Okay, that's the console. That's where the driver's
Yes.
at.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to shoot at that, and I'm not even so worried as much about hitting him as I am about just hitting that.
Hitting the console.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll speed test.
Okay, and I will spend 2 points of effort on this.
I think you can only do because you
Spend
didn't
1 point
you didn't
of
increase your effort. You increased your might edge. If you had increased your effort when you advanced, you could have spent 2 points of effort.
Wait, I'm confused. I thought we could just spend more points for more effort.
Nope.
I've been doing that before, and I guess no one's called me on it.
I don't think I remember you doing that.
Or I'd say, okay, I'm going to spend 2 points effort to maybe.
We thought you were spending 2 of your
Yeah,
speed.
I thought you meant two points from your pool. I didn't know you meant spend effort twice.
I thought the points of effort, for 2 points, it would be 4 reduced from the pool or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I don't think it ever helped me because you weren't factoring it
Right.
in because I would just deduct it and then roll anyway.
Yeah.
Okay,
my
so
bad.
that makes my life easier going forward because I don't have to wrestle with that decision.
Right.
Okay, so but I can do that for might now that I have an edge
Yes.
of 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
No.
My bad. Okay.
You have an actual
Never
stat
do
called
that.
effort,
No.
and which you can go up.
You can do that. Edge reduces the amount of points it costs to use your pool,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
an effort is a completely different thing. Right now, your effort is 1. That means the max effort you can apply is 1.
I
But
got you.
when you advance, not like next time or any time within your tier,
Okay, then I
you
can
choose to take. I'm going to go to 2
I
effort. Yeah.
got it. Okay. All right. So 2 points down in speed. I'm spending my 1 speed effort to help with this shot.
Sounds good.
Actually, keep fucking with it in the wrong spot. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. God damn it.
Okay. Let me see here. That might actually be enough.
We can only hope.
Look at that moment where that rocket is taking forever to like gain the target. You're like, is it working? Is it working?
Okay.
I mean, I was. All right, never mind.
You actually. No. Oh, yeah, no, it's too late for that, unfortunately. But you do manage to hit the panel, and you basically like you see the rocket explode into like a series of like fletchets and just shred the console like completely, and the thing starts to plummet.
Tight.
Yeah.
Tight.
So now I'm gonna pull like the messiest hack in history here because I only drew one extra fucking ship. All right, nobody watch what's happening here.
It's okay. They get the busted one now.
Oh, we've completely lost immersion, Connor. It's all over.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Fuck your immersion.
Our ship is repaired. Now their ship has the hole inside of it.
Right, their ship is broken now. All right. Well, there you go. You just slew 4 people at once. Pretty awesome. Now the other ship wheels on you, and you can see that it just like starts to barrel down at you now.
Ramming speed.
I'm gonna give. I know it's not his turn, but I'm gonna give Nick a chance to react to this here. You can see that it's like gaining speed now, and it's clearly looks like it's attempting to ram you. You can roll a speed check to try and not be rammed, or otherwise react to it.
There is definitely effort going to be being applied to this.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. 3.
16. Okay, and with the effort.
So, yeah, defeat 6s. I defeat a difficulty of 6.
So you kind of like manage to veer off to the other side of the ship. As it passes you, though, you hear a couple of thuds, and kind of the ship seems to sort of bow down a little bit, and there is a transfer of labor from their ship to your ship.
We're being boarded.
Yeah,
that's right. We are. That's all right.
I'm gonna shoot
Danger
our ship
zone.
with a rocket.
Gonna take it? No, don't shoot our ship. With
rocket
rocket
our own ship. We need that. Yo, hit the console on our ship.
This guy closes on Al, like charges across the ship. Floyd, it is thine turn.
Yo, Floyd's gonna needle the fuck out of the dude charging on Al.
Okay. Roll a speed task. All right. You needle him successfully.
Right in the eyeball.
Yeah. So you pull down the trigger on this thing, and like a giant fucking like needle spike launches out of it and jams into the thing's neck, launching like you see like a spray of sparks, and this like kind of black viscous goop pour out of it. It is still up, however.
You jerk.
Oh my god, Sea of Needles. Holy shit, throwback. So it does 4, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And now, let's see. From the... Alright. From the other ship, another harpoon lance comes over. This time shooting at Floyd.
No!
Give me a speed defense check.
He's so good at these.
He actually does kind of manage to like ducks out of the way of it just a little bit. He's kind of like, oh hey, didn't see you there, and it plummets into the deck and just kind of hangs there. Nick.
All right, now, so comparatively, like, how tough is the Jalopy versus these high attack speed cruisers?
And
Like,
I think you just answered your own question.
well, we're in their car now.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, we are in there. Technically we are. Like,
No.
if I give him a love tap, is there any outcome that's not going to be our Jalopy plummeting into the waist below?
I mean, like, you could try to, like, if you ram them, you're gonna be obliterated, probably. You might even take their ship down with you, but, like,
Do it.
you're gonna, I mean, you could, like, fucking episode 1 Padre style, like, butt up against it and stuff and try to, like, push it without, like, you probably wouldn't win that fight either, but.
So, well, here's another thing. We could always try to just jump over. Like, I could try to position it so we can just drop onto their ship and then take theirs. We could pirate this shit.
Put me over there. You guys kill these two.
That seems reasonable.
You guys can shoot at them.
That's what I'll do all day.
Well, I can't really shoot at them because I'm making sure the Jalopy doesn't crash and explode.
Let the armor do it. You hop out.
I'm not Tony Stark. Also, all the weapons are in the armor.
All right, you got to make a decision.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to try to put us up above the space cruiser, the fake Mirian cruiser. So that way, like, if they're shooting up and they just start trying to destroy us, we're just gonna like pancake them anyway.
Okay, yeah. So you managed to, like, now that you've got the whole turn and it's all you're doing, you managed to get, like, maybe, I would say 15 feet up above them. It really does chug when you try to go vertical. Like, these fine maneuvers are not something that's particularly good at.
Remind me to like just deck Shalom-Dar when we get back to the.
Like, yeah. So
Gave us a fucking.
you get up above them. Yeah. So there you go. You did it.
Not graceful, but
Yeah.
we're
Now,
Chugga.
this guy, he's gonna go ahead and try to shoot his lance at Al.
like you do.
Al, go ahead and give us a speed defense.
Okay. Fuck it. Gonna do it again. Okay, one effort point.
Ooh, an effort point in. Beats difference of 4.
Okay, yeah. So you do. Wait, you're attacking the guy in front of you, or?
He's dodging.
I'm being attacked.
Oh, yeah. Okay, my bad. Wow. I just, like, went
Yeah, I'm
somewhere
totally
completely
hitting
different.
anybody though.
Right,
Sure.
right.
Totally.
No, you do manage to, like, kind of shirk out of the way of it, though. They're big, like, heavy-looking projectiles, and even though they're being fired out of a gun, they don't seem particularly, like, you can dodge them without
Shooting
Matrix
rods at
level
me.
skill. Yeah. And it is Al's turn.
Okay. So we're above the other boat, and like, how much is it possible for me to move to the edge and jump down in one turn? Could I make it to the other thing in one turn?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Could I make it to the other thing in one turn and then I can't use control of field after I get there, can I? Depending on
No.
where I land.
Yeah, no. I mean, the movement is going to be, if you move anything more than, like, 5 feet, and I would include,
Okay,
the jump.
Sure.
You can use control of field on Mr. Red Guy over here.
These guys near us, yeah.
Yeah, well, just that red guy right there who's standing literally on the edge. You could just like bye. Oop.
Wait.
The one of the
like
red.
oh, you mean not by him, but I could move and put myself on the other side of him? and fall off.
Well, you have whips, right? They have a bit of a distance on them, so you could
Yes.
Knock him
like,
off.
just like take this guy that's standing over here, the one who just shot the lance at you, and
Yeah.
just like say you're gonna have a nice trip.
Yeah,
See you next
so-
fall.
I
to do
realize
that-
I've been completely, I've been misreading part of the control the field spell. I was missing the maneuver it into a position. I just saw
Yeah, you're gonna
I
lose
thought
your
I maneuvered myself. Okay, this makes it a lot easier to understand. Okay.
Yeah, Lucio
Yeah.
bop him off.
So
Yeah,
to do
that's
that,
great.
it's like your whip has a 10-foot range.
Yeah,
So
so I'd have to.
to do that, you'd have to like kind of sidestep to over here.
Yeah.
And doing so would enable the guy who
Attack.
squared off with you to make an attack against you potentially.
Yeah.
Could he do this? Use one whip on the dude in front of him, move him back because you can control the field on that one, right?
Yeah,
And then scoot the 5 feet to hit the other guy.
I'd allow it. That's pretty boss.
Yeah. If I can push him with the whips, I like that idea.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So you're gonna make
Yeah.
make an attack against blue guy first.
Against blue guy, yep. And actually, I think before this all, or wait, using my ciphers the turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, never mind. I'll just fucking. Da, 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 da. All right. Well, actually, wait, because I took the thing, so it's only 1 point. Yeah, fuck it, definitely doing that. So 1 point might, one effort in might for this, and fuck my holes. So it'd be a 2. Be the difference of 2.
Oh, which is
Garbage.
unfortunately not enough.
Another no.
That's so close though. Oh my god, that sucks.
If only you had an experience point to reroll that.
Fuck that. I would have been down more points than might anyway.
Yeah, so you're able to you're just not, because he's so close, it's basically you have a hard time getting purchase with the whip.
Okay,
in
I
order
pull the
to-
rocket launcher out and shoot.
But
at a
you can
constable.
still control the field him, because even if you miss, you get to control the field.
Oh, you still push him?
Oh,
yeah.
really?
You can still push him.
Why'd I spend the effort point? Fuck.
Now
Well,
you
I
know,
mean,
now you know.
The damage would have been cool.
I don't care about the damage. I would say the points. Okay, fuck it. Yeah, push him back. Shove that
Alright,
bitch.
She's gonna shove him back one.
Can I push him diagonally, or does he just move back?
You can. I would say 5 in any direction. You want to push him over
Alright.
here or
Yeah,
where?
there,
Yeah. Okay.
there.
All right. Cool.
Um,
Second attack.
Okay, then I'll scoot the 5,
Yeah.
and then
Boop him off.
go at this guy, doing another effort point because,
Don't do it.
or
'Cause
don't do
even-
it because I don't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at Nick.
He's taking a flight
This-
no matter
is
what
this gonna-
happens.
Yeah, so this is like an environmental kill. Like even if I miss and I boop him off, he's probably.
We'll find out unless you get a
I mean,
1.
you're about 50 feet up, so like you're.
So he's gonna
And
switch.
the vehicles are all pretty much still moving forward, so you can be
Right.
pretty safe. You're probably making him irrelevant. You might not kill him, but
Hey,
hey, what up?
He's irrelevant.
I needed that last turn game. Fuck.
So that much, and then you boop, plink. He goes over the side. You see kind of like a startled expression on its face. You can, in the interest of being badass here, you wanted to wind up on the other ship, right?
Yep.
All right. So depending on how much risk you want to put life and limb into, you can take a speed check here to try and keep the whip attached to him and ride him over the
And
edge.
follow him over like a
Yeah.
little thing. Yeah, definitely doing that.
Yeah, no, this is
Okay,
great.
so
And this is when you use the
all right,
effort.
so it's gonna
Yeah.
be 2 speed checks here, because you're gonna be like one is to see if you can even like reflex in order to stay attached, and then the other is gonna be to see whether or not you wind up safely on the other ship or careening to the floor of the Shattered Wastes.
Okay. Fuck. So I'll just like die if this doesn't work.
I mean, it's a 50-foot fall. That's not. It's like you're probably gonna be really banged up, but like you are quick. and-
People have survived worse.
Yeah.
Okay, and if I fail the first one, I'm just not going over the edge with him.
Right.
Okay.
So I mean, you
Here
might
we
as
go.
well do that one.
Thank God I didn't put the effort into it.
So speaking of going over the edge,
Yeah, so like now you're gonna have to roll it anyway, because what happens instead is he grabs the whip and you're going over with him.
Fuck this game. Who gets 2 1s this close together? Okay, but I can put the effort in now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And that's
Okay.
with one. That's with one effort point as well.
Yeah. All right.
If I'm subtracting it from the thing and then hitting the dice icon next to it, is it factoring that into the differential?
Nope. On the left-hand side, there's a section that says effort, and effort on roll or on damage. And if you can click on that and drop it down to roll F, you can drop it down to 1.
Oh, yep.
And then when you roll, it factors it in.
On the left-hand side?
Yep.
The modifiers.
Yeah, the section's called.
Yep, that makes sense.
It's right below your, like, on the left-hand side where you have your might, speed, and intellect. There's action, and then it's difficulty, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, I see that. All right, well, anyway, so yeah, beats the difference of 5. I'm not dead?
No, you are not dead. You wind up basically here, and, like, kind of, you, like, superhero land on the deck of the other little vessel, the other ship.
Yeah, the 5 spread pose.
Yeah. Yep.
Superhero landing. He's doing the superhero landing.
Now the bad news is that Floyd is by himself.
All right, that was a killer.
Hey.
You're flying. You're not gonna help me.
All right. So this guy, charging guy, you see, like, kind of drops his rifle and sort of extends his arms to the sides, and you see, like, a little, like, blade sling out of each arm, and runs across the deck at Nick's unprotected back. Well, I shouldn't say unprotected, but
Eat it.
His less protected back.
The other ship now. This guy is going to take a pot shot at Al. Go ahead and roll some speed defense. Oh, was that it? I didn't even register that there was another roll there. Okay, yeah.
It's 10.
Yep. You swap the rod away with a whip.
Get that rod away from me.
Floyd's turn.
All right. So question.
Yeah.
So I can move 5, right? And I'm still doing action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if I move here, this dude, the blue dude that's facing Nick, I'm now behind him, right?
Yeah.
All right. I want to shotgun arm him, but that takes an
I feel like every time you're about to shotgun somebody, it's like Nick is right there. Nick is in the danger zone.
I'm suspecting what is going. This is the true danger zone. This is the danger zone that I've been talking about this entire time.
Just a 30-foot radius around Floyd.
All right. No, I'm gonna take the needler and try to what is it called? Where you hit him in the back of the leg with the. I can't think of the word.
Hamstring.
Hamstring. Thank you. Yes, I want to hamstring him with the needle.
Okay. Are you doing the move still, or are you staying where you were?
No, I'll get behind him so I get like a better shot.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll it up.
Ah! Oh man.
Yeah, you actually do hit him with that. So because you're behind him and you're in point blank range, so as anything over a 3 would have drilled him essentially.
Yeah.
You sink a needle, like basically eviscerate the back of the thing's leg, and it kind of slumps to one knee. And you can see it's looking pretty bad. There's like a sort of like static still shooting out of the neck wound, and now like out of the leg as well. And it's sort of like the sound emitting from it is kind of just like a high-pitched sort of mechanical whine that it wasn't making before. He's connecting to AOL. Dude, I love it. All right. So the pilot of the other ship essentially puts the ship into a nosedive. Go ahead and
see you later, Al.
Make a speed check, Alan. Alan Wake.
Come on, 1. Fall over.
Fuck, I'm so fucked. I
1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1.
Yes.
He's going down. He's yelling timber.
I'll spend the dumbass effort point. Fuck. Why?
Oh man.
Every time.
So you like loop an arm over like the railing of the ship, and you're able to like kind of keep your footing as it bucks and everything. The other Venom Trooper does as well, essentially the opposite. So you're kind of like just glaring each other down without really being able to move too much from the other side of the ship.
Fascinating.
He doesn't he pulls it out of the nosedive. Like it's just he's attempting to kind of
He's
buck
trying
you
to
off, but
throw
he's
me
not.
off.
Yeah, right. Nick's turn.
Nick, I would suggest, you know, I don't even know. Same thing. Let that dude fly into you. He's got no leg.
He got no leg.
He's got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
Take it for a turn. Who needs that? Let's leave him.
I'm gonna, considering for the yell, Floyd is right by the storage containers and everything like that, and we yell at Floyd to hold on, and I'm gonna like barrel roll this shit.
Oh God! Roll a speed check.
Do a barrel.
Things every player wants to hear. Oh God! Roll a speed check.
Speed check.
I'm gonna be using effort, believe it or not.
Okay.
The super barrel roll. GM intrusion.
Yeah.
Peace.
I've seen better rolls.
So okay.
Nah.
How do I want to? All right. Floyd, roll a speed check.
No.
You unceremoniously die.
We all know that's how Floyd's gonna end up dying, is unceremoniously.
With only ceremony.
Okay, so the Venom Trooper, like, so there's no fucking top on this vehicle, and no one said they were strapping themselves into anything. So, like, the Venom
I'm locked
Trooper,
into the console, so
you managed to do it like just fast enough that like you catch. You essentially like throw the people into 0G for a second and then catch them on the way down. It's actually pretty wild, but the Venom Trooper winds up like all the way back here. Floyd winds up like face down right there, and Nick winds up face down way back here.
But I was locked into the console with my arms.
There's like it's
Your
not
arms fell off.
it's like it grips them, but it's not.
It's not a seatbelt.
It's no replacement for a safety.
Why
belt.
wouldn't it be? But okay.
So she didn't.
This
So
is
your
gonna be
arms don't get
fun.
ripped off.
Looking
All
good.
right. So I think now we got okay. Greenie, he is going to attempt to shoot Al again.
Yep.
So roll
Speed
that
check.
sweet bean footage.
I just realized something.
There you go.
We're still above
Yeah,
the
done.
other one, so we're just gonna
Just drop
slowly
them onto
start.
me.
Yeah, someone has to get to the goddamn.
I get a minor effect.
Yes. All right, minor effect.
Control the field.
This is speed defense, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I moved miraculously right on top of him.
I'll let you counterattack for. So I'll let you control the field for free. Like you don't get any damage, but you can control it.
Okay.
Like you swat again. Like you swat the rod out of the air with your whip, but this time you're fast enough that you can like lunge with it, and you like close the distance to like there.
Sweet.
Yo, you're gonna be able to knock that motherfucker off too.
So wait, I can boop someone, or I need to just that was it, me getting closer.
Yeah, it's only a minor effect, so I'll give you the
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
closer.
Well, it's gonna be your turn, right?
And then now it is your turn. So
Yeah,
boop
but
him.
like,
Boop him. You don't even need to do anything. Just boop.
can I hit him off that side? I thought I could only hit him off the back the last time because we had the hole in the thing.
no, you can like. I
I can
mean,
get him over the side. I can like uppercut him or some shit.
It's like
Yeah.
knee height. It's like perfect for tripping somebody over.
Yeah, I guess it's the last
right.
too.
Like
That's
you
not
can.
a plus.
It's. I mean, it's chest high, but you can. You have a whip
I just
that
hit him
you
hard
can
enough
like
to
wrap
make
around
him-
his neck and like throw him off with.
Body follows the head. I just gotta make his
Yeah.
head go over the side.
Yeah.
All
there
right.
you go.
Yeah, so that's happening then. I guess I'll scoop 5 so I can do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the diagonal, so you could do it from there if you want.
Oh, then great. Yeah, boom. Totally doing that. So 1 might point down for this effort.
You don't need effort. Don't do it.
Oh, that's right. I'm not going to need to kill him. I just need to hit him.
Yeah.
Or I don't even need to hit him. I just need to swing at him, basically.
Yeah.
And then that happens.
So.
Oh shit! I know what you should do. You boop him off, rip his head off, and chuck it at the driver.
I was going to hit the driver with him.
Yeah.
What is?
Oh, that's good too.
Well, I'll let Connor was saying something anyway. Let's see.
Yeah, so you were trying to throw him over the side, which would already kill him. I'm just gonna say you do it for free. You get 2 more.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
And wait, if you can boop with 5 foot, you could literally like 1 foot, one attack, boop the driver out of the console. Other attack, boop the driver over.
If I can.
Wow.
Move, yeah.
God damn! Why can't you
Like,
Why can't you do this in Overwatch? That's how we win games.
I mean, you can do that with an immediate step.
Yeah. So
You don't
I mean,
have to. You can still do that. All right, cool. You did it. My bad.
All right. So.
Yeah, so you're just gonna. Do you want to
Yeah.
Do you want to roll them, or do you not want to roll them?
I want to roll just to see if I
Okay.
hurt him.
Yeah.
Or well, and also because I feel like the chance of me getting the 1, right? Like I have to
Yeah.
on the chance that I could fail.
Yeah. All right, roll it up. Okay, first attack is successful. So you lash him across the back, and you raise like a you rip part of the back of his armor off, and see like those sparks fly again, and you slam him up against the side of the ship there, and he's kind of like.
Yeah.
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 Go ahead and attempt the other one.
Wait before you do that. One-liner.
Mandatory.
You got to give him the one-liner.
I say, let's see those chicken legs break this fall, and
You can do better.
there it is. 18.
All right. Damn. All right. Cool. You push him off too, and now you are alone on a ship.
Ship that's
And,
just sort of.
So that guy's dead. And that guy's dead. And so the only remaining Venom Trooper here, he
He looks
yeah,
at us.
dropped-
He looks at the
dropped his
console.
rifle, so
Yeah, he
looks at us, he looks at the console.
he
I'm yelling at him.
like
Shoot the
gets to
console.
one knee and kind of lunges forward with his spikes and tries his blades and tries to drive one into Floyd's chest. Floyd, roll might defense.
Oh, might defense.
Yeah.
That was speed. Does that matter?
Yeah, you gotta re-roll.
Yeah, you gotta reroll it.
Good
Okay.
thing you did.
Well, right, yeah, great. You take 4 points of might damage,
1, 2, 3.
and then you have to roll a might defense, another might defense check.
Poison.
Fuck that.
Oh yeah, wow, okay. So you're
Floyd's been secretly poisoning himself for a role that he didn't tell anybody about.
so he like sinks the blade in a little bit, and you feel like a stinging effect to it, but you're able to shrug it off. And as your minor effect, you kind of like, in a surge of badassery, like grab him by the wrist and push the arm away in such an effect that it snaps the blade off. So he no longer has use of the blade. And it is now your turn, Floyd.
You break the blade off in your chest.
I'm gonna shoot the blade from my arm at him.
I think
How?
that's too much to do in one turn.
Fine. Then I'm just gonna chuck it at his face.
All right, so you're pulling the blade out of you and chucking it in his face.
Yes.
Okay. Take another 2 might damage.
Fine.
In order to get that done in 6 seconds, you're not going to be
I'm not
taking too much care.
I'm a doctor.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Yank. Okay. Roll the might attack. Okay. You sink his own blade into the center of his face, and he slumps down, dead. And let me get a marker here. Wow. All right, dead. Cool. All right, combat is over.
I fly to go fly the goddamn ship.
All right,
still me versus this ship.
Floyd runs up to the front of his ship and try. Okay, so you guys both are able to sort of get the ships leveled off.
Yeah.
You see, there's still a smoking wreck of one down below you.
I'm gonna start moving our stuff over to the better ship.
I look over there. Like, is there anything we need that shit for? Like, do we have any sentimental value attached to their boat, or is the one I'm in better now?
Let's take your ship. Your ship's way better than this Jalopy.
So we should land the ships real quick and do a little swapperoo.
No. Let's just run and jump. Run and jump.
I'm already here, so I don't care.
He's fine with that idea. That sounds great.
Yeah, I've done this. I did this before.
All right, sidle up next to him.
All right, you sidle up next to him.
Floyd runs and jumps.
Right. I'm following because fuck no, I'm not staying on the ship. Yeah.
We got everything we need.
Yeah.
Do anything on there.
All right.
Do I need to do it?
You guys get so close that you basically just managed to do it. Actually, no. Floyd is leaving the ship. Floyd has to roll. Nick's fine.
Yeah, Floyd does it gracefully.
As soon as Nick lands, he immediately yells out, "Punch it, punch it!" And then Floyd lands and goes, "Oh, never mind."
You feel so great after doing that you get you're gonna have an asset on your next speed task, basically of any type. That's your minor effect. Okay, cool. So you guys are in the new boat.
Floyd's gonna take 10 minutes to roll a recovery.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely use my. Well, how far away are we?
About 20 minutes now.
Okay, yeah, then I'll just use my.
I'm gonna ransack the boat while they're resting.
Our boat anymore.
Loot the boat. Pat, you give me a bonus.
Yeah, so you get 1 extra to your recovery. You can just add that in every time you do a recovery roll.
So I can just put it up to +2.
Yeah.
Or were you giving me the +1?
Yeah, you get +1 for your tier, so you get +2 with him.
So
yeah. So just make sure that if I'm not there, though, you don't get that +2.
Yeah.
You still only gave yourself +1.
I put +2 in.
It takes a second for it to load up.
Well, should I just add 2 to that?
Yeah, because you rolled 5. You rolled
7. Okay. It's a good thing I don't touch my intellect pool, because that would be bad.
All right, so does everyone who's rolling recovery roll all the recoveries they're going to recover?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Nick was ransacking that shit.
You managed to...
FBI, like SWAT teaming, just tearing through everything.
You see an oblong kind of... I don't know about oblong, an oddly shaped sort of structure, like, looming up in the distance. It's very boxy and seems like it was kind of hastily constructed. Like there's not much aesthetic to it. It rises up in the distance. It's got like a short little entryway, and then you can see it opens into probably a larger chamber, at least one, and then a much larger. So it's almost like a series of rectangles that get larger as you go back. So
just to be concerned, do we not find anything else in the boat?
Oh, I'm sorry. I completely missed that you were. You find a rack of those rifles with associated ammunition. You can see they only they kind of there's no they manifest the ammunition. So there's
those rifles suck butts anyway.
Yeah. And that's about it.
Any spare rockets for the rocket launcher?
No. That was the
we exploded that one.
That was the ship you guys blew
right.
up. That had the rocket launcher.
Okay.
So allow me to feel. So really, we only see like the front door here, and we're gonna go ahead and, or you guys can move yourselves into that revealed area, kind of down below now, and you're sort of assembled out front of this door.
Oh shit, we got someone else.
Yeah, Woods is here. I don't know if this shit's gonna work for him though.
Yeah, we gonna find out.
We're gonna learn today. Okay, so there's a large kind of, it's very similar construction to the last facility, except instead of disappearing into the rock, this one is very clearly like above it. You do see though that like this area of the spar or Shattered Wasteland is very abundant with like what appears to be like natural organomer veins, and there's like the ground has sort of like a rippled like what almost look like tree roots, but they appear to be like synthetic, like organomer, like running like along the ground and through the ground. And as you approach, you'll see like what looks like eyes, like mechanical sensors, kind of like optical sensors, open up in those like veins and sort of like seem like they're kind of taking you in for a moment. And then like some will close and others will open. And they just kind of, they don't really seem to do much or react in any way besides that. But they've seen you see them kind of climbing also, like, so they're spread out across the ground, but also climbing up the sides of this facility. And then this heavy metal door in front of you.
Nick, you're gonna open this door, yeah? Let's get through.
Well, yeah, of course. I am the tank.
That's right.
Is there another like passcode key pass, or do we have like access codes that were in the data packet from Krakatoa?
Krakatoa.
Would Al like to join us at the door?
No, Al said fuck being at the door.
You do see another keypad like off to the where basically where you're standing.
But was there like access information?
Yeah, no, you find a list of codes for there's 3 doors it appears into the facility. But you attempt the code for the first door and find that it doesn't work.
I tried the other two door codes just in case it's like a mislabeled situation.
Yeah, unfortunately, no dice.
Okay. I will burn a point of intellect to do premonition.
Don't do it. You need all your smarts.
You see it, like, you get the sense that the entity in control of this installation has, like, hard locked all of the, like, there's, unless you're a hacking whiz and can out hack the internet, you're probably not getting
Smash
the
it.
code.
I'm gonna go get the boat and put it through the door.
That's actually a solid idea.
Yeah. Yeah, we can always try that.
Door boat.
Okay. So
unless Nick wants to try to smash it. Sometime.
Yeah, I mean, I can try to give it a
Check and see if that shit's unlocked.
And see if I can brute force the door open.
Okay. Roll on might task.
Oh shit! Ignore the effort, but everything else is fine on that.
Okay. Yeah. So you kick it, but good. But you hear kind of like a reverberating thump, but you get the impression that it's kind of like you just kicked a wall, like it's not going anywhere.
Door boat.
All right, door boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a easy way for us to just tell the boat to accelerate, and one of us has to speed jump out of that shit?
Yeah, you get the impression that you can do that.
I just want to brick
Floyd.
the throttle.
Yeah.
Floyd will do it.
So is everyone? I mean, we'll just assume that you're off to the side, like more than you are there.
Yeah, we can't.
So you don't have to throw your tokens into the abyss.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's making the attempt?
Floyd will do it.
Floyd's gonna do it. Okay.
Floyd has an extra on speed checks.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. So you're like, man, I'm the best at this. All right. So you jump into the boat. You gun it towards the door. Roll a speed check. Okay.
So it beats 5.
Yeah. So you like you throw yourself from the back of the. It's pulling like 50 or 60 miles an hour at this point. So like even with the successful speed check, you're still gonna take like 4 points of might damage.
That's fair.
Like you careen into the ground, you kind of roll a bunch of times.
But how many points of might damage does the door take?
Yeah. Okay. So about that, you basically like.
I should have popped my stim. God damn it.
You see the like. Let's see. All of these walls are like blasted apart here. They're all nothing now, and then like the prow, or like I'd say like the back end of the ship lines up like here-ish, and like everything in front of that gets obliterated. So you basically torpedo your way in like well into the next room. Like so all of that like corridor is obliterated as well. And there's just a shipwreck, and then like most of the front walls come down there. So taking stock of that after the fact, looking into this room, you can see that there's like those big organomer roots essentially are like really thick in here, and some of them like there's a gnarled kind of mass of them off to the left and right that have had a workstation kind of haphazardly like fused to them. And you can see the eyes are all kind of blinking rapidly in succession now, like that they've, this ship has come barreling in through the front door. But they don't seem to like respond or react to you really, even now that the front door is obliterated, as is the most of the corridor there.
I'm gonna let everyone know too that my might is pretty hurt. So if we get into a fight, that there should be some protection on Floyd, if you love Floyd.
So we strap him to my chest as human body armor. Got it.
Done.
So do we get the sense that these roots are like, is this like an overgrowth that we're seeing? Like I'm having a hard time I'm not sure I understand the organomer.
So what you're looking at is essentially like physical, and you would kind of know from. I mean, give me an intellect check, because like your Rukian memories would kind of help you here, so you'll have an asset on it.
Nope.
But yeah, you like
your brain explodes.
You've heard that sometimes the all song manifests physically. Essentially, is like. All you really know about
Stab that root with the spike.
No. I think it's going to be a bit deeper in before we can start stabbing stuff.
Stab it.
We only have one.
Are we going into the room?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So Nick's taking the lead into the room?
Yep.
Okay. Is that everyone's...
Yeah, sure as hell not Floyd.
Okay. So...
Floyd's shaking the fuck up.
As you walk into the room... Let's see here. What's everybody at for might, by the way?
Not much. 4.
13.
Let's Nick at... Nick didn't really spend
12.
much, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So you hear kind of like a metallic screeching noise, and you feel something heavy hit your back, up to the point where you kind of drop to one knee. I'm gonna go ahead and give you 2 experience, and you're gonna take 4 damage from a set of like heavy metal jaws sinking into the back of your neck.
That's it, and my armor still blocks that?
Yes.
Okay, so great. I take 1 point of damage.
But it requires a second might roll.
Oh, of course.
Wait, he got experience for getting bitten?
Yeah, and I will toss.
Yeah, like it was.
I'll toss my other one at Floyd.
Okay. Let me mark those down too.
Floyd doing barrel rolls with you. Although Floyd didn't have a choice in the barrel roll.
So before we get into that any further, I hate to break up the. So does anybody want to use their shit to advance before we?
Hell
Can
yeah.
we? If we can, absolutely.
Yeah.
Um,
All right, what
I'm
would you
going
like
to
take?
increase my intellect edge by 1.
Okay. Go ahead and mark that down on the advancement track too.
Yep.
I just put might edge +1 on Evans.
I'm gonna do intellect edge as well.
Okay.
Now I can spin my identity for free.
I'm gonna do intellect edge.
And okay, the might. All right, cool. Yeah, that works out. You feel like there's like a scrabbling kind of implement at the back of your neck trying to get purchased through the armor beyond just the initial bite. But the armor staves it off. Now let me go ahead and put the rest of these bad boys into the room. Zoom in a little bit.
See, that's why I didn't walk in, because I was real scared of that shit. Like,
Yeah. Power armor solves a lot of these problems.
I ain't got that shit.
What the fuck is that thing?
It's Floyd.
Floyd does not look like that, except like in the early mornings, like before he's got his process done.
His process. Okay. Let me differentiate.
Don't worry, Nick. I'll heal your wounds when we're done with this.
Oh, 2 blues. How do you fuck that up?
I have just the
I
solve
have
for
to make
you.
it unblue first? Okay, cool.
Yeah, you have to unblue it.
I have to unblue it. That makes a lot of sense. So, let's go ahead and get these initiatives popping. Actually, no, I mean, I didn't the initiatives, but in light of what you said, you do recognize these, Nick. They're what are called Nathostomes. And,
Floyd is
show
the
bigger
worst
version
at
to
initiatives.
players. They're basically like
Oh, he's kind of cute.
they're basically like research, like they're like gatherer drones that kind of wander the spar jungles and shattered wastes and stuff like that outside of Harmonious, looking for like ciphers or organic material to like they were big in like the Church of Embodiment because
In the
they're
80s.
harvesting genetic material to try and decipher the true code. But you have heard that because they are so simple and so easily manipulated, like already even before
Like
this
Floyd.
disaster, even before this disaster with the All Song, like
Okay.
these things were kind of running, like people would reprogram them for their own ends and shit like that.
I want one.
Um,
Can we like
Oh.
save one of these?
We can try.
you can certainly try.
Floyd's willing to try.
I mean, not the one that bit me. I mean, that has taste of flesh now. That one has to be put down. But one of the other ones.
Okay.
Floyd's terrible at rolling initiative. He can't do it ever.
By the way, Al, initiative.
Yeah.
He said fucking initiative. I don't need it. Yeah, he's making music.
And then
No.
Dr. Floyd.
Always last.
And then, yeah, still need the initiative from Al. And then we'll be good to go. Ooh, all right.
Man, going old school with that D20.
Oh, man.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Al, you're up, buddy. So you see
Okay,
these things
time.
drop into the room. There's that one. I moved it for the sake of ease of like not confusing the tokens, but that one is still on the green one is still on Nick's back.
Okay. Time to keep the killing spree going, I think. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna attack the one on his back and use control the field to knock it off.
Okay.
But I also want to hurt it, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
actually roll on it. Hey,
All right. Cool. Are you taking the damage or are you taking the minor effect?
damage.
Okay. So you deal a total of 5 then, right?
Yeah. Oh wait, what are my They're light weapons. What do they do? 2 or 3?
2.
2.
Oh wait, they might do 3. What does it say on your sheet? Thought we put it on there.
Light weapons inflict 2
Yeah,
points of damage, but they reduce the
Mine says
difficulty of the attack
damage.
roll by 1.
It says attacks plus might, and then damage 3.
Oh, your whips might be better.
But it says dagger as the weapon. I don't know why. Or it says attacks plus might, damage 3. Where else would is there anywhere else that would be?
No, I just can't remember if you
Fact.
took anything that... It doesn't look like there's anything in there that would have given you a bonus to, but I thought because you were a vector, there might have been something that gave you like a bonus to... Oh, it's when you're sheened, you get a bonus to your attacks.
Okay, yeah, I'm holding on to that.
So they deal 3 damage when you have your blue sheen popping off.
Gotcha.
Okay. Alright. So yeah, you rip into it pretty good. Like in the process of like wrapping the whip around its legs, you almost rip them clean off. And you drag it down onto the ground. Do you want to just move it to that spot it's effectively already in, or is there somewhere else you want it?
Can I just drag it right in front of me?
Oh yeah, sure.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Then next one, hitting the same thing.
Okay. Roll it up.
Man, Flight sucks. At
Nope.
Yeah, it's able to, like, now that it's right in front of you and you're kind of whipping down at it, because these things are like, they're little ankle biters. Like, they come up to about your knees. It's kind of an awkward shot, so you don't really it's not really effective. Okay. Red.
Hold on, he can still control the field if he wants to.
Oh yeah, my bad. Do you still want to move it?
No.
Okay. Red. Let's see. It was back here. Red is going to charge at Floyd.
Yo, if he does that, doesn't Nick get to try to punch him?
He sure does.
Yeah. Kick him out of my way,
Can I
Nick.
use my exception for that, or do I have to like just physically punch him?
No, you could use your exception.
All right, then give me 1 second.
Punch him away from Floyd.
Eat reality bending magic.
Okay. You hit it with the exception. The static burst or whatever, launches out of the armor. And you...
I'll be back in just a second.
Yep. You see it kind of wavers a little bit from the static, but it's still up on its feet.
Jerk ankle biter.
It is now Nick's turn.
Alright, he's going to kind of 5-foot step right there, kind of block off Floyd.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
And then I'm going to exception the same guy.
Okay, roll it up.
Zap.
Okay. You actually, this time, it just completely shuts down. You hit it with the exception.
It's still there, though?
Yeah.
Well, it's dead, but body's there.
Well, it's dead, and then that is a robot that can probably be brought back to life for you.
Alright. Oh, wait.
It wasn't destroyed.
So, Pinky is going to run up on Al and attempt to chomp into him.
Al, you're getting champed.
It's gonna Yeah. Go ahead and try to make a might defense roll.
All right. What?
That's horrible. We can hope for the best.
Okay. So you're able to kind of like, it sort of scrabbles up at you, but you're able to kind of like duck back a little bit and keep it from making any real purchase on you.
Nice.
Stupid guy. Stupid little biter.
Greenie also attempts to bite at you. Roll another one.
I'm gonna spend 1 effort point.
Okay.
Nope.
So you... Yeah, actually that is enough. You're able to kind of stop it from... You
Suck.
Like, the jaws are coming up at you, and you kind of are able to grab them and sort of hold them off. You can see them kind of snapping at you, and like inside its mouth, you can see this little sucker implement that must have been what was scrabbling at Nick.
Right.
It is Floyd's turn.
All right. So Floyd is going to try to needle that pink one in the stupid mouth.
All right, roll it up.
Dude.
Okay, you taking damage or you taking the effect?
Let's just do damage.
Okay, and your needler we said does 4, right?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. You shoot this thing directly through the dome and like right into its mouth, and the needle actually comes out of the back of it and it slumps down.
That's a good sign.
And now it is Al's turn.
All right. I'm gonna. Yeah, I guess I don't even need to move to hit both of them.
I've rolled like 3 19s in the last like.
All right. I know that Greenie is on the edge, so I'm just gonna try to smash its face.
These guys ain't nothing. These guys are.
Okay, roll it up.
Bam.
Damn. All right, and you are able to smash its face. You
Dead.
basically this time lash down with it at the whip and like rip it in half.
Nice.
Like the razor whip just eats through it. And you
then-
make a second attack?
Yeah, blue attack.
The only one that's left, right?
And 2 damage, right? So
Yeah.
Are you moving it at all?
Sure, I'll push it 1 square up.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Nick's turn.
Alrighty. I'm going to step around there and hit him with an exception.
Okay, roll it up.
So yeah, your exception's like electrical stuff that comes out of your armor?
It's kind of like, it's as a bolt from the armor that's like, it's power. It's like, it kind of feels like that like when you're watching a video and it buffers a little bit and there's that little whoop that goes across the screen. It's like that, but across reality.
But of course.
And it smashes into the Nathistome, and you can see like it's sputtering, kind of like the other one was the first time you hit it. It basically charges up this way and attempts to scrabble at Nick again. Roll the might defense.
Okie dokie, which I'm trained in, so I'm good to go do that.
All right. Yeah, so you have no problem. Like this thing's just like kind of biting at your armor, trying to no real avail. And it's Floyd's turn.
Floyd's gonna needle. Wait, where's? I gotta check my. So it's the blue one that's alive.
Yeah.
Can I like hold my turn?
Yeah, sure. You need to give me a trigger that you want to wait for.
If I get a clear shot. So like right now, I feel like Nick's kind of in my way. If for whatever reason it is in a view in which I can shoot it, I would like to then shoot it. Like, so I'm readying my gun, but I got nothing to shoot at right now.
Okay. Al's turn.
Smash blue.
Okay, roll it up. Yeah, and once again, your razor whip just decimates this thing, and it is absolutely shattered in front of you, and that combat was over. You guys really crushed that one.
I've
Where did
killed
these rounds
9
come
things this round.
Yeah, you really done work this time.
I'm so in love with the fact that you're keeping track.
Yeah. So far I've killed 13 things total.
Which of these 4 things looks the most like intact?
The one that you accepted.
Probably red because you.
All right.
Or there's another one that got an exception too, right? But I think red.
No,
was
but
I cut
literally
like
all
3 of
exception
them in
damage.
half.
Yeah, 2
All
of them got cut in half and one got a needle
So
through the
I
face.
like loop some like cords around red and like put it up on my back like a backpack. I'm taking Red home with me, and we're gonna reprogram him. He's my new pet.
Okay. All right. So you add it's like. You get the impression, so it's kind of the size of like a small dog. I mean, not even like a small dog, like a medium-sized dog. You may want to. I mean, it's
Come
pretty
back
big.
for it.
Like, you get the
I
sense it's
can
going
come
to make
back
you
for it.
slower. Like, yeah, if you
Alright.
pick it up now, your ability
Like
to move is going
I
to be.
I put him separately from everyone else, and I make sure he's like
Okay.
in a safe spot.
We'll move him off to the corner here. Actually, we'll move him to the inside corner because that wall's blown away. So he's kind of hidden back here behind the console. All right.
We gotta remember Red when we come back.
So yeah, anybody doing anything else or?
I mean, what's in
I
this
want to
room?
look around the room now a little more. Is there anything else that we? I guess.
Oh, in the process of hold on a second. In the process of like picking it up and moving it, you see that like kind of like its back half section is like a container, and opening it, Nick, you find a level 3 curative and a level 4 meltall.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm full up, so I'm actually going to drop the telepathic spheres because I don't need to talk to these guys telepathically, and I will then pick up the Meltall,
Okay.
and because I have not had to touch my might that much. I haven't even used my actions yet to recover. I will let someone who is having a rougher time with might, like say Floyd, go take the curative.
All right.
What are the
So-
telepathic spheres?
It is a cipher I had where like if one person had one half and the other person had the other. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Instead of actually like just discarding it, I'm just going to use it, and I'm going to toss the other one to Al. So now for the next hour, Al and I can be in telepathic contact. We don't have to actually say anything. We can just think words at each other.
So then, before you take anything else, can
Mhm.
you hold on to the stim so that I can take the curative and then just take the stim back?
You can probably just put it down and take
Okay,
it.
I didn't know
and
what my
put it back up
options
again.
were.
As soon as he puts it down, I take it.
Well, then, yeah. So I do.
It's
I
like
want to.
Diablo.
Yeah. Put it
Okay,
up.
so Nick and Al are now telepathically linked, and then what's the other trade-off that's happening?
I'm just gonna put the stim down so I can take the curative because right
Okay.
now I have 2 ciphers, so I can't.
All right, you're using it immediately.
Yeah.
All right, you gain back 3 might points.
1, 2, 3. Cool. Thank you.
Saves you even having to write it down.
And
And
then-
then, you're just taking the stem back?
Hold on, I think we
Yeah,
want
I'm
to check
taking
the other
it
3
back.
to see if they have something better than your stim.
Oh yeah.
I have a cipher slot too because it's my drug is a cipher. And I think that's the only thing I'm holding. So. Or
Yeah.
for those.
What do we got in all these guys? What's in this pinky? Is this the
Looking at the other ones, you find another one of the curatives, then an analeptic that restores 4 speed points.
Is that it?
There's also a. Oh no, that is actually it.
What is everyone? How's everyone doing? How is everyone feeling health-wise?
I mean, I'm down 2 might and 2 speed. So
I'm actually down to just 2 on speed because of all the zipping around. So if I can like put down like the melt offers, I'll take that analeptic if no one binds.
I'm saying Al should take the other might because he can use it because he's gonna fight some bitches.
Are you taking it, or are you just picking it up? Like,
I'm using it
Okay, cool.
because I need the speed and I want that melt all because that'll be fun to
Nice.
get through stuff.
Gotcha.
Probably to dissolve through some kind of defenses so I can shove a spike into something.
Well, there is this door here.
Fair point. Which door where? We have not yet uncovered that.
Man, the reveal is so wonky. Like, it looked like it was there. I gave a little bit, not too much.
Alright. So yeah, I guess I will use the melt all to get through that since we are now boatless.
Okay. So you put the melt all on the door basically, and it sort of starts corroding away from the from where you apply it, and it doesn't it's not enough to eat away the entire door, but you basically eat a tunnel through the door.
All right, I'll go first.
Okay, so inside.
There's doom and death.
Let's be mindful not to step on anything.
So, you walk into the room. You see it's sort of a high, kind of vaulted room. The roots and tangles of all song that you see here are like very thick, and they all kind of like coalesce into this giant blob in the center of the room that seems to be emanating this like violet energy field.
Yeah, I think that's where I need to put the spike.
The entirety of the room, as soon as you walk in, you can just feel, and you kind of half hear, half feel this sort of like hum, this vibration. Like the room itself is alive. The roots are wending up these 3 giant pillars here. They're like 10 by 10, run all the way up to maybe 20, 30 feet up. You can see in the back of the room, there looks like just a scatter of odd, in this corner here. There's just a scatter of odd items and implements that it kind of runs to this back corner as well, all around this back area. That you can't really discern too much about on first glance. On the pillar on the back, at the back here, you see, and I wasn't able to get. So you see, there's a creature kind of attached to the pillar itself.
Stab it with the spike.
What it looks like is.
Stop trying to make me waste the spike. No.
That's it. This is it. This is the creature. This is the internet's.
It's attached to the pillar itself with a series of arachnid kind of spindle-looking legs that are biomechanical. But the top half of this creature is humanoid in appearance. It looks like an incredibly heavily modded Rukian, to the effect that it's traded out its torso and lower half of its body for this mechanical spider frame. It's carrying what looks like its own sort of its own data spike looking thing, and attached at the top though is sort of a bulb that makes it look almost also like a walking stick. Like this one, yours is maybe like I said, the size of a railroad spike. The thing this thing is carrying is
it's got the railroad scepter.
It's 4.5 feet long, so you could use it as a cane or whatever. And running up and down the sides of it, you see these pale blue kind of computer images of just various data, code, things like that, running up one side and down the other.
It's the Matrix.
The person attached to it
Stab it with the spike.
Seems fairly young, fairly youthful. Is wearing a unified choir gown that kind of billows out over its upper half, and then the mechanical spider legs. And the dude has very sharp, kind of hawkish features. but there's sort of like you notice, almost like sort of kind eyes though, like he's like wise beyond his years, and it's dark hair cropped very close to its head in like a buzz cut, and as it kind of like turns to regard you, you can see that there's like what looks like circuitry running along the backs of its arms and the backs of its the back of its neck, like it's almost raised though, so it looks like there's kind of more implements attached to the back of it that you can't really see. It turns to regard you and sort of starts walking down the pillar. You can see its legs kind of chunking into the material of the pillar as it kind of climbs down. He says, well, welcome. I'm my name is Umi Natar. I heard that you were coming, and unfortunately I had to intercede.
Are we all in the space right now? Like, are you guys moving into the room, or?
I've stayed behind the door.
So is it just me?
You can't get through.
It's double wide. Like it's 10 feet wide, so you can walk two abreast through.
I wasn't sure if the tunnel like went one side. Okay.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna just kind of casually cross my arms, and as I do it, I'm depressing the injector button.
Okay, you get.
Well, how did you know we were coming here?
You feel a flood of
That
the
good shit.
blue sheen, that good shit entering your system.
Good.
And your buddies glow blue, and this guy glows a yellow.
Thank you.
So you're asking, repeat.
Yeah,
the
like
question?
how? I'm suspicious. Like, how did you know we were coming here?
Nothing happens within the unified choir that I do not know. I sit at the helm of the organization.
But the unified choir didn't know we were coming.
You said, is Kawaka not one of my representatives?
Ooh, he's got you there.
Yeah, I forgot that's where we got.
He kind of brushes past it and says, "It's not really. It's a matter of no import now. I trust you understand the gravity of what you're doing here."
Yeah, we're gonna turn the internet off.
No, we're gonna restart it.
You're right.
Do you have
I
any
just need to
idea?
back on.
Quick power cycle. That's all.
Do you have any idea the negative effect that could have on Root? The sheer magnitude of the damage that you could be doing to the entire recursion with this action?
Do you realize the sheer damage you did to every other recursion with your actions?
He seems genuinely puzzled. I don't. Can you elaborate? At this point, he's clicked his way off of the pillar now and is kind of standing atop the violet energy field above this surging kind of blob of...
How are you connecting to the All Song and not dying?
He says, he says, I understand that you think that you've discovered something here. He says, kind of ignoring Nick's question. A terrible misfire of scientific experiment. But the fact is our experiment was successful, and the quickened All-Song is in the earliest stages of its development. Imagine how traumatic your quickening was, and if you had been forced to experience that as a brand new consciousness. We can negotiate with this entity, make this negation of transitory ability temporary. You just need to give me the time to do it.
How do you know you can negotiate with it? Because that's actually what I mean. There's no way to transition. People aren't quickening or whatever it is. It's not happening anymore. And people that used to be able to go places and do things have been out of touch with others, and so damage has been done.
Killed all those scientists.
It's slaughtering anyone who contacts it.
Yeah, so how do
have
you
you
intend to communicate and negotiate with it?
He said it's not slaughtering anyone who attempts to contact it. Do you genuinely think that's the case? If that were the case, most of the population of Rook would be dead by now. People use the All-Song daily. It's only destroying those who directly attempt to investigate it using the All-Song.
Does that make it better? Does that make it okay?
It's trying to.
How are you going to communicate with it if you can't connect with it?
He says, "Who says I'm not connected with it now?"
Why I don't understand why I can just go ahead and killing everybody willy-nilly. Just don't understand how that's okay.
We can bring it to task for its actions later. Right now, I need to be able to commune with it so that I can get it to see things our way, get it to stop what it's doing.
What is it doing beyond killing people because you started it doing that?
He says, I'm not really sure what it's doing out here. I've only just started communicating with it. But it's fascinating, the things it knows, the things it's capable of doing.
What's your end game? Why do you want to do this?
Well, for the same reason we wanted the initial experiment. If I can bring this thing into the fold, can experiment on it, we can find what went well with the Allsong that wasn't going well with our Rukian test subjects. We can make artificial quickening a reality.
So
we can spread the power that you folks have gained seemingly randomly to anyone who's willing to undergo the process.
there's a lot of ifs in here. Also, since it's still in its infancy, we can assume that it's not as strong or as powerful as it can be. If we give you time and then it fails, what do we do then when it's gained complete control of its abilities and knowledge?
Yeah, once it realizes you've just been dicking with it.
The Allsong is essentially the universe's greatest research tool. I'm confident that once I'm able to fully tap into it and negotiate with it on its level, it'll see the benefit in what I'm attempting to offer it here. It's just another experiment for it to use to gain knowledge.
I think you are putting too much. I don't know what my teammates think here necessarily, and I'm.
No. You're right.
I think you're putting too much tool. You're calling it a tool, and now it's a sentient being. I don't like being called a tool. I can only imagine it's not going to like being called a tool.
More importantly, you're playing with fire without any proper restrictions. You said yourself you're a scientist. If we roll this back and you attempt it again in a safe and secure environment where you can negotiate with it, and it doesn't have access to slaughter anyone who looks into it, then that's different. But right now, anyone who strays a thought into the Allsong in this thing's direction is cut down.
Make an intellect check.
Super smarts.
Nick, smartest man alive.
So you're able to see that, like, the expression on Uminatar's face kind of falters for a moment, and you see that, like, what you're saying resonates with him. And then there's kind of like a shudder, like almost like he strokes out for a second, and then he slowly advances along the violet barrier, like in your general direction, and kind of glares down at you and says, "You need to back down now."
Does he look any different to me?
Not really.
I don't.
I mean, he looks more serious now.
I mean, like his color doesn't change.
No.
Nick, we don't respond to threats.
So we're not talking to Umital right now, are we? What should we call you, Allsong? Allsong seems too generic.
Stab him! Stab him! I told you to stab him. Why don't you listen to me?
He seems to like.
At this point, I am looking for a port that would fit the spike.
He seems to kind of roll an intellect check.
Ooh, you better get that 19 again. Don't get that 1.
No, this is definitely going to be a one situation. This is me we're talking about. Actually, I'm going to spend me some effort with my new shiny pool. And, so I can only need to spend 1 now, because I'm all advanced and shit.
Okay.
I think to Nick, if you find an opening,
Stab it. Stab it good.
Convey
see,
it,
there's
and
that one.
Yeah, nothing jumps out at you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think right back at Al, at this point, it's the fight's going to start. Make sure Floyd doesn't do anything
Speaking
stupid.
of which,
Find a port.
Roll initiative!
Uminatar seems to be kind of like shaking his head as if he's talking to himself at this point, and kind of throws up a hand sort of dismissively and says, "I've had enough of this farce. I thought perhaps wearing the face of a respected member of the Rukian community would lend me some credibility, but to be honest, this puppet is just slowing me down." At that point, the Rukian form of Uminatar crackles with lightning and is immolated before your eyes in a fire so intense most of his fluids evaporate instantly, leaving no blood or trace behind. What remains is the latticework of circuitry and organomer exoskeleton that made up Uminatar's mods, and just a pair of optical sensors glaring down angrily at you. The you can see the sort of arachnid kind of lower half sink down a little bit, and then, like as if spring-loaded, it jumps off of the violet barrier and up here, and then roll initiative.
We already did.
Good shit.
Do. How do I always lose the fuck? There it is. Sick.
Oh, look at you rolling real good.
Hey, you did a Floyd roll.
That is a Floyd roll.
Man, I think they've mostly been 4s for initiative today. Like even like good rolls.
I
bad
rolled
rolls,
two.
it's
I rolled
all
2
fun.
4s.
Stop that 12.
I think Vectinic, you find the chink in the
I
armor.
don't think you
and
can
tell
use
me
effort
I'll-
and initiative.
I'll
can
grapple it.
No, that was just the fact that I didn't
Okay.
remove it yet.
you? Gotcha.
So it's still a 12.
I was like, damn, if that works, like, cool.
I'd like
Power
to be
to
better
you.
at starting.
More power to ya. So, then I need to do some. As it kind of takes flight, you notice also that there are some. The picture that I got for this is hilariously bad, but
Yes.
it just needs to be a representation. So, what looks like the little globules of the Allsong kind of bubble up, and you can see some of those eye stalk thingies like protruding out of them now. Here, it's literally just an MRI lead.
It's flying.
No, they're like, it's like a pod of them that are like sort of bubbling up out of the ground. Like,
Oh no, I meant the thing itself.
oh no,
You said as it
it
takes
latched
flight,
back.
like it's just jumping away?
It latched back onto the pillar.
So these
Um,
are what are these? Like weird eyeball things?
Little all-song larvae.
Okay.
They're little like. So if you think about like it's almost like a cyst growing up out of the ground of Organomer and these waving like tendrils with eye stalks attached to them that are,
Okay.
but they're all like mechanical, like the
Okay.
Allsong eyes. And go. Then I shall do this. Okay. Floyd, you are up.
All right. I'm gonna step 5 feet this way
Okay.
and shotgun the fuck out of this cyst because whatever.
Okay. Roll it up.
That's speed, right?
Okay. You just like walk up, point blank, blast the cyst, and it recedes back into the ground.
Doop, doop, doop.
Al, you're up.
Okay. Okay, so I took my drug. And that means, and I distributed my points. The difficulty of the next task you attempt is decreased by 1 step.
Yes.
So,
Rocket launcher the spider.
well, that's what I'm thinking. Is my fleet of foot thing? It says if I succeed at a difficulty 2 speed roll, then you can move a short distance and then take an action in the same round.
Yeah.
But that difficulty 2 speed roll would use the perk from my drug, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm gonna chill on that for a second. Yeah, if since the cyst is kind of bubbling up, I'm gonna grab the rocket launcher and fire my last rocket at big guy just to get that out of the way.
Okay. Go ahead and roll up the speed.
Oh, don't get that one.
Okay, and I can put effort on top of this.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll spend my 1 effort point on top of the reduction from the thing.
Yeah.
So hopefully that kicks that up to like the 4 difficulty or whatever.
Yeah. Actually,
yeah.
you're able to. So you blast you blast it with the rocket, and it hits kind of like at its feet / like blows a chunk out of the pillar as well. So you see it's like sprayed with shrapnel and kind of like starts to like the part of the exoskeleton is on fire now. And so you do a fair amount of damage to it. And it scrabbles down a little bit on the pillar, falls maybe 5 or 10 feet before its feet regain purchase, and it kind of sneers at you. Yeah, all right. Nick's turn.
Alrighty, I'm going to take the 5-foot step over here, put myself in attack range before, so that I'm taking the hits as the tank that I am, and I'm gonna roll another intellect check because I want to try to. I'm gonna look again for a port because I know he had the staff, so I'm thinking there's got to be some kind of port that would fit it around here somewhere. And I'm gonna use effort again.
Okay.
Looking for it.
That's a bit better. So that beats a 7 difficulty to find something.
Okay, so like as you're looking at it with the intent to find a port for the spike, you see what looks like a keyhole open within the blob just randomly, and then dissipate as you draw your attention elsewhere.
Okay, so basically, do I get the feeling that if I go to attack with a spike, by the time the spike gets right there, it'll open up? Or no?
I mean, you get the impression that it's like Shalumdar said, but in terms of how quickly it happens, like you don't. That's not promised. Like if you literally are slamming it in there, it's not promised that it's gonna.
So
like.
where did he see this?
It would just opened up out of the machine. So like it literally, I have to sit there with the spike and focus on a hole, and then to make a hole happen, and then pop it in.
On what?
On the violet blob of doom.
Oh, okay.
All right. So Luminitar jumps again over to this pillar, and you see like he puts a hand a series of circuits and wires like here on this pillar, and you see one of those cysts kind of form out of it, and there shoots from within them like a bunch of little darts that blast out at Floyd. Floyd, make a speed defense check.
9.
Okay. So as they sink into you, you feel basically like you're sort of connected to the All Song, kind of like for a brief moment, and like the sheer force of the emotions, thoughts, data, and everything that hits you. You take 2 points of might damage from the darts penetrating your skin, and then 2 points of speed and intellect damage from the onslaught of.
So 2 on speed and 2
Oh my!
So you take 2 damage to every pool.
And not modified with armor, or
No, ignoring it. Well, the might damage
might?
you can.
Okay, that's what I did. Okay.
Okay. He says, "By the way, Agent Morse, you can call me the Singer," and then it is Blue Tendril's turn. Is there anything about that? Alright, cool. Nailed that.
How does he know my name?
He's the All Song. He's got everything at his disposal.
But it's not like we told him. Like we haven't used these names in our in this entire recursion.
Dude's a genius. What you want?
So seeing that the Singer had its attention on Nick, the Blue Tendrils attempt to kind of rear up and wrap around him. Go ahead and roll a might defense.
Damn it, it's over here. No, stop it. Stupid bad toolbar.
Hey.
Awesome.
Ooh. Okay, so you're swamped with these things. You get the impression that like, they kind of bind your limbs together. Like the cords attached to them are a lot thicker and stronger than you initially expected. And you feel a port, or you feel one of them kind of snake up your back and latch into you at the back of your head, and you too are now connected to the All-Song. You feel just like a wave of
Porn.
Like, yeah, essentially.
Well, that's because the
Um,
internet
no,
is for
Em-
porn.
emotions, thoughts, data, like kind of, you almost sort of are like, yeah, Evan's doing a pretty good representation of it there. Like, you're not even sure if you can barely see what's going on around you anymore.
You're so connected.
So
The most.
you actually you don't take any damage though, like any actual
Okay.
damage. Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't want to leave the
Yellow
armor.
Green Tendril, the cyst kind of slides forward along the ground and attempts to grapple Floyd. Go ahead and roll the might defense.
Yep.
Okay. So your minor effect is I'll let you like we'll say you like roll out of the way of it and you can move a short distance in any direction that you want.
I don't want to.
Okay. Then we'll just give you an asset to if it tries to grapple you again. And we'll mark for that. It is Floyd's turn.
Shotgun spray that bitch.
Okay. Roll it up.
Oh. You stupid.
You actually do shotgun spray that bitch. And it's now gone. Al, it is your turn.
No more shotgun arm for me.
So the blue tendril is latched on to Nick.
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to try to put an end to that. And it's protruding from the ground.
Yeah.
Can I try to control the field to like bash it away from him while it's still attached at the base? Like, can I knock the part that's attached to him away from him, or try to?
You
do I have to
get
do
the not in this case, no, because so like it kind of also is the ground. Like the reason these roots are snaking through here is that you realize as you attempt to do it, like this wasn't built over the ground, like above the ground like a normal building. It's just kind of like they threw the frame up over the actual ground. So it would be like moving a super thick tree root in the ground. Like you don't have enough force to do that.
Yeah, like I can't move it at the base. I was asking if I could like detach the top part, but it's fine. Should I just try to damage it to break it off of him?
Like, I mean, you could try to like rip it apart. Like you couldn't control the field. To do that, you'd have to like rip it apart, like rip it away from them.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm just gonna make 2 attacks against the blue tendril.
Okay. Roll the first one. Okay. So you actually get rid of it. So you have your second attack
Sweet.
open.
They're gonna be coming back.
And I'm free now or no?
Yeah, you're free.
I'll make my second attack against Floyd.
No more enter.
Finally.
That's right. So there's nothing really in range of you.
Yeah, you can't really do anything.
Yeah. Okay. Next turn.
All right, I'm going to pop the spike out of the armor like RoboCop style, and focus and try to see if a port can appear so I can enter it.
Okay. So you focus and you do see a port appear.
All right, I'm going to wait. I think quickly. Should I spike now, or should we defeat the spider thing first? Like
spike now with the spike.
All right,
now.
just making sure.
I'll save you some time and keep you from doing something that would potentially be very catastrophic. Remember how he was walking on top of the violet light? You're gonna shatter the spike against it if you try to. You have no physical access to the.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a force field.
Yeah.
All right.
Before you do something catastrophic.
Before we do something catastrophic. In that case.
That's the last freebie you'll get like that.
Yeah, thanks. That would have been bad. I'm going to take a sidestep here then, and I'm going to exception the singer.
Okay.
And I'm going to shout out, Singer's a brand of sewing machine, you dick.
Yeah.
That it actually like the wave of static kind of washes over it and it laughs. It's like that's joke was very fun, barely funny by your planet standards.
Well, damn.
All right, and its turn. It's gonna skitter around to this side.
You get out of here.
Let's see.
Don't target Floyd. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm the one that's been taking him off.
Make all those pings. I don't know why it's doing that. It sucks.
I'm doing that.
Oh, okay. Pardon.
There's a blobbing orb thing.
It waves its hand again and attempts to send another field of those darts at Al now in the back. Go ahead and roll a speed defense.
Can I roll to hide behind Nick?
I mean, potentially. Is that? Do you have an inability? Or no, that was against intellect. Never mind. Yeah.
What's that?
I was trying to remember what the marker is on you, and I thought it was an inability on speed checks, but it's on
I don't know what
checks.
it is.
Yeah, it's you freaked out. You were panicking, or no, it's actually gone now.
Isn't
It's
it
been
gone
more
by
than 20
now?
minutes. Yeah. It's not letting me. Okay, there we go. Go. All right, cool. All right, so yeah, might defense or speed defense. My bad.
Okay. Effort point. And I think this is harder for me because I haven't spent 2 might points from my drug yet.
It's until you. So you get the inability after you spend the points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like you're still
wait,
feeling
however,
that rush.
until you expend those 4 points from your pool or lose them from damage, the difficulty of all subsequent tasks is increased by 1 step.
Oh, really? Okay, never mind.
That's
All
like
right.
that's what I don't. That's what kind of confused me. Is like I get it, and then
Can you
everything
chuck
becomes
it?
more difficult, and then after I deal with that, everything still is more difficult.
Let me. I mean, it's possible I copied it down or something. Let me take a look at it again. I'm gonna throw it into. Oh, no, I can't. Take your drug and you can send an action with 4 points and add to any pool. Immediately after you. No. So you. Until you expend those 4 points from your pool, the difficulty of subsequent tasks is increased by 1 step. So, like, when you take the drug, the next thing you do is easier because you're on the drug and you're super high.
Yeah.
After that, until you get rid of those points, everything is harder for you. But once you get rid of the points, it's not harder for you anymore.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All
So,
right.
I guess it's to encourage you not to hoard the points, I guess.
Right. Okay. Well, either way, that doesn't succeed. So because it's 1 step harder. Then.
Yeah. So you take. All right. So now they're they're expended because you take. Or actually no, because you have an armor. So you take 1 point of might damage, 2 points of speed, and 2 points of intellect.
Okay.
So how are we going to get rid of this force feeder?
Probably kill it.
All right, cool.
All right. And then it's Floyd's turn.
I'm gonna try and so you said that the exoskeleton dude, Kirk, has 2 visual components.
Yeah.
Like to see.
So basically, like Uminatar must have had some kind of optical mod. So like when his eye is burned away, you can see there's just sensors there now.
All right, I want to shoot the fuck out of at least one of those sensors with the needler.
Okay. So you whip out the needler. Go ahead and roll the old speed.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right. You gonna take the minor effect, or you gonna take 3 damage?
Let's do minor effect.
Okay. What would you like to? Do you have anything in mind for the minor effect?
So I guess because I'm trying to shoot it in the eye, that even if it doesn't like blind it, at least the needle gets stuck in the optical sensor. So
Okay. So yeah.
So I've got a needle in that bitch.
Okay. So you get the you pierce you pierce the optical sensors with the needler, and you see it kind of reel back, and you get the impression that it's probably like at least partially blinded.
And it's probably not happy.
So it's gonna have inability on its attack. for a little bit. Or it's personal attacks.
Yeah, and I don't know what it does, but I'm
Al?
hoping that combined it'll be good.
All right. I'm going to. Yeah, so I think now I'll try to use my fleet of foot so that I can dash a short distance and then attack it.
Okay. So you
Um,
go ahead and move yourself anywhere within like 30
Well,
feet.
I have to succeed on the roll first. I
Oh
think,
yeah,
right?
yeah, true. It's difficulty 2, right? Yeah.
Well, but it's now difficulty 3.
Yes. Yeah. So it has to be higher than 9.
Okay. I tied it.
That's
Well,
fine.
beats the
Yeah, that
difficulty
does
three.
it.
That's
Yeah,
what
it
you
beats
want.
difficulty 3. So yeah,
Okay.
you can move and attack.
All right, and I can. What's my range? You said 30.
Yeah.
So 10, 15. All right, I'm gonna go there, and yeah, I'm gonna line up 2 attacks on this fuckboy.
Okay.
And now I will have spent the pool down, or the points will be expended.
Oh, you're gonna control the field.
No,
how-
I was just gonna
Oh,
put
yeah, knock it
effort
the
into
fuck
the.
out.
Oh,
pillar.
okay. All right. Word. Yeah.
All right, I
Control
guess.
the
Yeah, I
field,
mean,
knock the pillar.
I'm gonna do
Spider bitch.
the first attack normal with
Oh, yeah,
one.
so no effort or with effort?
One. Sorry, the first attack's not control the field, but does have
Does
an
have
effort.
effort? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, and no more penalty. So it's a 6.
All right, you land the attack,
Okay,
and you deal.
and I'm on my
3
drug.
damage now, right? Because you're on your drug.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Or am I off the drug? Well, I guess this attack would be the end of it.
The blue sheen part lasts for, I think I said, like 10 minutes.
Okay. I'm trying to read.
Yeah.
I gotta scroll. Last 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay. So I did 3 damage to it.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So, yeah, you lash it across the chest, and you kind of like. It doesn't really have much of a visible effect, but you do seem to kind of like push it like a little bit. It definitely is not happy with you. So,
Okay.
your second attack.
The next attack will be a control the field and attempt to just knock it off its perch
Okie dokie. Roll it
with an effort point.
Yes. Okay, so you do another extra damage.
So it cancels out the reduction from control of the field, right? So I do 3.
All right, so same amount. I completely forgot about the damage reduction. And then, so you knock it about like it falls about like 30 feet onto the ground and like back.
Takes another
5 or
17
10.
damage.
You can see like there's like a crunching sound, like it's very unpleasant, and you can tell that it's taken like some extra damage.
Like a jerk. Nick, why aren't you doing anything this fight?
Nick, you are up.
Wow. I found the port.
I think to Nick, we do need to be mindful of these tentacles.
Yeah.
Like it seems like he's controlling and making them come and go, but if they dial up to us again, like who knows what that will turn into.
Yeah, I'm taking a step away. I'm still going to focus on him, and I actually know what? I'll exception the one in front of Floyd.
Okay, roll it up.
Your armor falls
Ooh.
off.
Yeah, pretty much. And
So-
I'm just standing there naked holding a spike.
Seeing as you've completely disengaged from it, this one is able to slither up to you and attempts to grapple you again.
You are gonna be.
Or actually, I should say does
Stuck on the
grapple you
internet.
again.
I am the internet.
You are grappled.
You wish you were the internet.
And okay, so you feel the connection to the or no, not yet. You gotta make a might check.
Might check.
Yeah, try and shake off this grapple.
So just shake it off. Shake it off.
Shake it off.
Whoa. Yeah, no, I didn't shake it
Wow,
off.
you're really good at
Yeah,
rolling.
Okay, so
Oh, fuck off, Lloyd.
the probe finds its way into your head again, and you are once again connected to the Yelsong.
You've been probed.
Floyd, make a grapple check.
And do I still get the asset?
Yes,
Because it
you
was,
do.
yeah, okay. So it might.
Unfortunately, it is not enough.
Just okay.
And you two are grappled, and you have 1 armor now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't take any damage. Okay. The singer. Rushes back over to the wall here, and attempts to sees that Floyd is, or I mean not Floyd. Sees that Nick is a little tied up. Attempts to attack him. Nick, roll a speed.
Okay.
Okay. So you're like, you do your best to kind of try to dart out of the way, but you are pinned down by these tendrils pretty well.
So my armor defeats all the might damage. Do I still take the speed and intellect?
Yes, you do.
Okay, so I didn't know if like the darts maybe couldn't get through to get to me.
Yeah, that aspect of it is like contact. They're basically like
Okay.
physical data packets.
You can transfer it
Gotcha.
through the armor.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, the armor is probably like a more conductive surface. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's got like integrated electronics and shit. Okay. Oh.
Even
also,
though
let's see.
though he was blinded, you still sucked, Nick.
Wow.
Yeah, and actually, it would have been if he wasn't grappled. Like the grappling and the blindness canceled each other out as far as disability and ability.
I'm just making fun of Nick.
Well, I mean, I wanted to explain.
I didn't want you to.
Oh, GM rolled the wrong amount. Let's see. Paste.
Ooh, there's more. There's more. There's more. There's more.
Now,
We should probably take care of those.
Floyd, it is your turn.
So I'm grappled. What does that? Can I rip them off?
Then you need to make a might check.
Okay.
What was it, Floyd?
Yeah.
What was that about rolls?
Hey, better than your 3 and 1.
So very much like what happened to
Nick.
yeah, you see like this probe basically just drives up right into the back of your neck, and you are once again deluged with the Yelsong.
Yeah.
All right, Albus. Al, I'm sorry.
Al, you should take care of some of these things that are on us. Whip the fuck out of these eyeballs.
Probably just need to focus the big guy down. You guys can
Do nothing.
deal with it. Okay, I'm gonna. There isn't an easy. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna just move. Is the tentacle closest to me? Do they take a turn to come out of the ground, or they just appear and they're good to go?
It seems from what you've seen so far that they've been pretty good. They
just show up. It's not like it's not like it's there for it shows up for a turn and then or it takes a turn for it to like if I step near it I'm in trouble. Okay.
Yeah.
When a problem comes along,
Yeah.
you must whip it.
If I attempt fleet of foot and fail the speed roll, does that burn the turn?
No, you'd have to move at that point. So like you're engaged in the act of. It just means you can't stop it and
Okay.
do, I'll attack instead. It just you get the move. You just don't get anything else.
Okay. Then I'm gonna I guess. Fuck. I can only really deal with 2 of these, and
Clear Muff, you and Floyd.
Nick has faith in his ability.
Nick also has power armor, so like I can take a couple more
Yeah.
shots than you guys can.
And there's no way I can maneuver to be able to hit the one that's got Floyd without the one near me getting me.
Like 5-foot step, you should be able to.
Yeah, 5-foot steps don't normally trigger anything.
He said normal.
They don't, but I mean, if I like move right there, isn't that?
Yeah, no, you'd be fine.
Oh, okay. All right, then I'm gonna do that and attack the one that's got Floyd.
Okay, roll it up. Okay, you are able to burst the cyst, and the cables kind of fall like lifelessly to the ground.
Jerk cable.
Burst and cyst, and then the one in front of me.
And ditto.
Poppin' zits.
That's
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Nick, I need you to make a might check.
On it.
Better than the rolls we've had before. Yeah.
Whew. Okay.
Nick smash.
Yeah, you do the classic Hulk smash maneuver, burst out of that sucker.
Does that take up my entire turn, or can I select?
No, you can select.
Alright,
Did so good.
going to exception the spider.
The big guy.
Oh wait, so the cyst is still there, even though
Yeah.
okay. Never mind. I'm essentially that bastard.
Okay,
Nah.
roll it up.
Don't want that thing anymore.
Boom, got him, coach.
Wow.
Mm.
Can I roll like that now too?
So,
Are you as awesome as I am?
No.
Damn straight.
So it's gonna jump back up here onto the pillar and shoot down. Kind of points an accusatory finger of gnarled wires and circuits at Al. I don't like when people destroy my pets, and Al will need to make a speed check.
Getting better pets.
Yeah, for real. Definitely effort point on this.
Okay. All right, and you're able to you basically kind of dart down, be like duck, and they go whizzing by and sort of land behind you here. Let's see. Floyd?
I'm just gonna try and needle the polyp thing in front of me.
Okay, roll it up.
Hit that bitch.
All right, you crush it. Al?
All right. So
Knock that bitch off the table or the pillar.
yeah, I've got to get near him first. Or I guess I can do a diagonal because it's a 10-foot range. Okay, so I'll step there, and then 2 attacks on Fuckboy. First one is actually, yeah, they're both going to have effort, I think. Yeah. But the first one is going to also be control the field.
Okay. So you're just trying to knock it off the pillar again?
And try to knock it on the ground in front of me ish.
Okay.
Just kind of have it fall right down.
Roll it up.
Oh.
All right, that one misses, but you are able to kind of pull it down. It didn't go up as high this time. Do you want it right in front of you, or
No,
2 squares
just
in front of you?
2 squares.
All right, so like that.
Sure.
Okay. That does seem to take a little bit of damage from the fall. All right, another attack.
Effort on this one. No control of the field.
Ooh.
Okay, all right. So this time you crack it. Like smash into one of the nearest spindle legs. It's a total of 3 damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This body is starting to look pretty banged up now.
Fuck this guy. Big jerkhead.
It's Nick's turn.
Alrighty, I'm going to take a 5-foot step away from the note polyp and hit him with an exception.
You think you're gonna do that?
Shh.
Yeah.
And then
once again,
fire off blindly into the wall.
Yeah, you kind of hit the pillar. You see like static energy sort of race up and down it, but no impact against L Spider. All right, Polyp is going to follow
He
and
hates
attempt
you.
to latch onto Nick. Go ahead and make a might check.
Damn it all. Might defense?
Yes.
Okay, I can do that. I'm actually trained in that. It's not gonna help. It's not gonna help at all.
It did not.
Nope.
It did not, unfortunately. You are locked down.
There's that kind of higher than a 3.
Yeah, it's better than you. It was behind you. You're a big jerk.
You're-
You're a big jerk.
And it is L Spider's turn again. It's gonna start back this way and attempt to. So now he kind of puts a hand to the ground, and you see a sort of a little cyst bubble up out next to him. That launches another hail of darts at Nick. Roll speed defense.
Why? Alright.
Because you're grappled, homie. He's smart.
That's right.
He's the internet.
You know.
Internet sucks.
Oh
Boom.
shit!
You're fucked.
You were grappled.
Yeah, it was grappled.
Now it's he who is grappled.
Pitch me for the major effect.
I will, as the darts are coming, I'm going to sidestep to the side and use the darts basically as they hit into the polyp to pop the polyp.
Deal. And then... Okay. Floyd's turn?
I want to shoot the polyp that's right behind Al and next to Nick.
Okay, shoot it up.
We'll see what happens. Ah!
Oh no.
Seeing that you're completely ignoring it, the polyp next to you reaches up and grapples you.
Oh, jerky.
And you are... Yes, you are thusly grappled. Okay.
I was just trying to make it so that you guys can keep damaging Big Spider-Man. Might be, guys.
Al, it is your turn.
Okay. Right. Step closer to him and 2 attacks full
Whip
on.
Yes. Just whipping him. Whipping him
Yeah.
with good.
I love this sometimes, though. Like, Nick rolls a 20 initially, and then immediately after is a 1.
Alright, so probably effort on both yours first.
Just the level awesome of Nick and the level of
Nope.
embarrassment of Floyd.
Yep, even with the effort, unfortunately, that does not hit.
Effort on the second. Nope.
And unfortunately, does not
Wow.
Well,
1-5.
surely he won't regard me as a threat because I
Trained.
can't hit him. So
I fell over and let myself get grappled, so.
hit. Nick?
Alright, he's gonna get another exception to the face. Hopefully that 20 streak is running high still.
I mean, it's better than.
Yeah, better. Might be
do-
eating it.
You do actually hit him with that. Yeah, so the static blast kind of washes over him, and this time you see it sort of like gains some purchase. It looks like it's frying out some circuits and some stuff within the exoskeleton. Still looking good though. And
Good,
then,
good.
Then you're gonna need to do a might defense, Nick.
Of course I am. Of course I am. Dare, and then...
Get that one. It's the trendy thing to do.
All right, you're able to shrug it off. It is not able to grab you.
I'm finally learning.
All right. Floyd needs to make a might check. Okay. Now the probe once again has found its way into you, and you are connected to the All Song. All right. So this time, realizing the folly of its ways, finally, it's not going to jump back up on top of the pillar. And it's kind of going to like back into this corner though, and back here, and then like back here, and attempt to shoot at Nick, who is not grappled, right?
Nope,
He
he's
doesn't
not
He
grappled.
doesn't have any line of sight on Floyd, so
I know, that's why I haven't been shooting him either.
right. Go ahead and roll the speed check.
You got a boo.
Oh.
No, I don't. I do not, in fact, have it.
I thought you had it. There's a lot of 1s and 20s going on here.
So
More 1s than 20s.
Fuck.
I love when the GM goes,
So this time the darts sort of puncture through the armor. So it's going to be 4 might damage, ignoring armor, and 2 to everything else.
wow.
Ah,
Shot motherfucker.
2, 3, 4. Damn it. 3, 4. Click down, you stupid. There we go.
Trouble.
My speed is down to 2.
Oh, that's really good.
I might have to take that moment of silence and do my action recovery roll
I'm
soon.
gonna have to do mine next anyway. I can't keep risking getting up on his face.
Good. This is good.
Oh, look, here they come. Great.
All right, Floyd's up.
I'm grapple. I'm in the all song.
Oh yeah, you gotta roll another might check. Ooh, okay. So you feel sort of like the strain of that never-ending signal from the all song kind of push past your consciousness, and you level your needler at Al's back. Roll a speed check.
Me?
No. Well, yeah, actually, both of you, I guess.
Wait, what happened?
I got taken over.
Yeah,
and then-
the
Wow,
spider
that's what I
dominated
was worried
Floyd.
about.
So we're both doing speed checks, or am
No,
I doing?
not you. Floyd
Okay.
and Floyd and Al.
But
Okay.
Al wins.
So luckily, yeah, Al is able to, realizes what's happening and dodges out of the way of the needle as it comes whizzing.
And the
past.
needle spray into the other 2 things in front of me, and they both die.
No, they're not high enough. They're not
Yeah.
high up enough. It is Al's turn.
Fuck.
You're the only one that can do 2 moves. You got to break those polyps.
Yeah, but I also need to heal. But I don't have a choice. I think you guys need to just go on polyp smashing detail after this.
I
We
tried
can't-
and I rolled a 1.
We can't let them just keep coming. All right, so
rolled a 1.
yeah, I'll attack the one to my 1 o'clock.
Ping it. So all right, that one. Okay,
Yeah.
you hit and it is destroyed.
And then the next one in front of me.
And you hit it and it is destroyed. Okay,
All right.
Nick's turn.
All right. We gotta I understand we gotta destroy the polyps before they keep on collecting, but it's a zero-sum game if we just keep on destroying the polyps and we're losing it. So I'm gonna try to exception him.
You understand? I've been.
You guys
taking
are just
control
going to keep
over it.
getting dominated, and then you
I
can't do
I
anything
don't
about
have
it.
control of myself.
Oh, you
Yeah.
don't. You're right. Never mind. I'm gonna exception the one
You
that's.
can't let the tentacles happen at all.
Well, yeah. The problem is he just keeps on summoning them up as soon as you destroy them, and then we're not hitting him.
I was hitting him. I can keep
Yeah.
getting 2 attacks on him and
Alright.
chasing him around. but
Up
we
until
need to
literally
make it so
last
that-
round,
point.
we were doing okay.
All right, that's gonna be against. Nope, perfect.
Yes!
So
Wow.
Floyd,
Wow.
considering the fact that you aren't from this recursion, I'm pretty sure I just fucking blasted you into oblivion for a round.
Yeah. How much intellect does Floyd have right now?
12.
Oh, okay. So now it's 8, and you are stunned for 1 round. It's actually probably good.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Like, considering he doesn't have control of himself, it's actually probably not
That's a
bad.
good tactic.
It's like the best crit that's ever happened. Or best crit fail. Okay.
Smart.
Al, roll might check.
Oh, the thing popped up right there. God damn.
It slid across the ground.
All right,
Or
I'm
through the
putting
ground.
effort in this for sure.
All right, so yeah, you actually are able to like bat it away from you, keep it from grappling you.
Okay.
Okay, so that one doesn't do anything anymore because it's that one. This guy will attempt to grapple Nick. Nick, go ahead and make my check.
Give me 1 second. Ah, goddamn it.
What's everyone at for health right now?
I'm at
might.
7 might, 2 speed, and 7 intellect.
7, 5, 6.
6, 12, 8.
Gotcha.
I don't think I did that.
Yeah, no. So you are now grappled.
Perfect.
Effectively grappled.
But you only grab. You still have a chance.
And seeing that, the Stinger is going to attempt to lob a volley of darts at you, at Nick. Go ahead and roll a
Alrighty.
speed check. Okay. 1, 2, and 2.
Ugh.
Oh, you are now impaired.
Yeah, well,
What strain? Speed?
yep.
Yeah.
All right. Impaired isn't. Impaired just means your effort costs 1 more point, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the weakest of everything.
Right.
Though, God, we gotta finish this off.
Or
This is,
die. Or die.
Or die. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, it might be a good idea to finish that off sooner rather than later.
Oh, hey, there's only like 16 million little guys now.
Okie dokie.
Hal, do you still have a rocket launcher?
Nope. I used the both. Or I have the
Ah.
launcher, but I don't have any ammo.
I've got the ammo.
I'd have to get it from you.
Floyd's turn?
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Really good.
So Nick notices that like Floyd just starts babbling nonsense, but somehow, in spite of that fact, the nonsense is oddly compelling. Roll an intellect check.
Wait, I thought he stopped his turn because I
Oh,
accepted him.
He went through that turn. Or
Oh,
wait,
did
no.
he?
What?
No, yeah,
did we?
No, this is it.
Oh, okay,
this
my
is
bad.
my
All right, forget
turn.
about that then. Word. We went through the tendrils turn again. That's my bad.
Yeah, we did not.
Al, you are up.
Al, you do whatever you need.
Fuck.
Because we boned right now.
Yeah, I feel like we're screwed because it's like I can waste a turn to heal and just get stuck or eat the darts and go down, or I can try to take care of the tentacles back there, but then gonna eat more darts and go down. I guess I've got to do that though. I'm gonna, because you guys just suck at dealing with these tentacles.
I haven't
yeah,
had to turn for 2 turns.
None of us,
Yeah,
have 2 attacks a
you
turn.
Suck at dealing with them. All these ones and stuns and fucking hell. All right, so I'm gonna move. Can I move here and hit
that one and that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack the one that's got Floyd first.
Okay, roll it up.
It's gonna be a 1.
And even though this is gonna put me in the absolute danger zone, effort point.
It's gonna be a 1.
All right,
Wow.
crush it.
Okay.
Thank God.
And then I'm gonna attack the one. Actually, wait, who's up after me? The thing.
Nick is.
Nick is.
That's Nick. Yeah.
Is Nick's dominated yet?
He is
No,
grappled.
I'm still alive.
He's grappled.
He
I'm
is
grappled,
grappled.
but not dominated.
Okay. Then I'm gonna hit. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the one that's grappling him.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, you actually failed.
I did. Ha!
Yeah.
That's fucking fine. You just have to
Well,
hit him at all.
I say, yeah, not putting effort in things is gonna be important.
All right, Nick, your turn. You are free.
All right. First thing I do is at Al's feet, I drop the rockets for his rocket launcher,
Tight.
Okay.
and then I am going to exception this polyp that's right next to him.
Okay. Roll it up.
Just don't roll a 1.
Thanks, jackass.
Not my fault.
And that's yeah. There you go.
And I'm stepping in front of. I'm taking the 5-foot step in front of Nick, and give him cover while he reloads.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, roll a might defense as this polyp closes on you.
And then I die again.
Well, you did roll a 1 and a 2, so let's see if you're holding it good. 3.
Nope.
You are grappled.
Wow. Wow.
I'm working my way up.
And
You'll
then
get there
this
eventually.
tendril closes, and then this tendril closes.
Another might
You
defense?
Can't really gain purchase. No.
Jesus.
L Spider is going to throw some darts at you.
Good luck.
Nick, roll speed defense.
You better
Good.
roll 20. It's gonna be a 4. Come on, just keep going up.
Eventually I'll get there.
Better than a 4. but is it
You
not?
take 1, 2, and 2.
All right. So
Just riddled with these fucking
speed-
darts now.
So 1. Actually, no. I don't take any physical damage because of
Oh,
the
you're
armor.
2 armor. Right, my bad.
I have 3
So
armor
then you-
actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So I house that. But
So if you,
where's the
took,
speed?
if you took any last time when I told you to, then give it back to yourself.
Okay.
Be like 2 back.
That's good. My might's looking a bit better. Where does my speed go now that my speed is empty? Does that speed go to intellect or does speed go to might?
Goes to might.
Okay, so
it's gone.
there you go.
You do take that. Yep.
There's the 2 I just got back. All right, and then there we go. Freaking all song.
Okay. Let's see.
Riddled with darts.
Floyd, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna shoot that one.
Okay, roll it up. That one's dead. Al?
Can I make a melee attack and a rocket attack, or is
No.
that 2 attacks is just the melee?
Yeah,
Right?
2 attacks is just the.
Yeah, I
white.
gave you the
It's 'cause
opening.
it's a white
Use
weapon.
it.
So I'm gonna,
Gave you the opening.
Do it.
step here and make a rocket attack at
One-liner, come on, before you do it.
that guy.
Use all the effort.
We don't even know if this is gonna kill him yet.
Nope, we don't have a clue.
Only hope and pray.
What kind of roll is this?
Speed.
Speed. Whew.
I'm waiting for that red square.
Effort point. Fuck it.
Waiting for that red square.
Oh.
Oh.
Just the
Yeah.
chorus of ohs.
The rocket blasts into the pillar above it and rains down shrapnel on it, and you see it does take a little bit of damage from that. Okay, Nick, your turn.
This fight couldn't be.
Okay, so might roll
Might
to not
defense,
be
yeah.
grappled. Might defense?
Yeah.
Or might roll?
Might defense.
Alright, sweet. Puppy.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey,
thank you.
alright. Cool. So yeah, you break free from the grapple, and your minor effect is that it's shredded in the process.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Thank God. Thank you for that.
And I saw my action, right?
Yes.
Alright, we'll try accepting the damn thing again.
All right. And it laughs it off.
Ah,
Right again.
I'm the internet. You can't accept me.
All right. Give me another might defense. Once more into
No.
the breach, old chum.
This-
And
I'm just gonna power down the armor at this point and just
Yeah.
take a nap.
leave.
And you are grappled. Floyd, roll might defense.
No. All right.
Hey.
Oh, boom. Got it. Now, roll another one.
Yeah.
Wow! Got him. Got them,
Got him,
coach.
coach.
Fully don't
Um,
hurt.
So nobody's grappled, right?
Yeah.
I am.
Or no,
Nick's
Nick is still
grappled.
grappled.
Nick is always
Nick's
grappled.
grappled.
What's Nick's health at?
Not good.
6, 0, and 6, I want to say.
604.
6, 0, and 4, sorry.
Okay.
Oh
Uh,
my God.
Roll a speed check as another hail of darts comes wailing
Oh
at
my
you.
god, you
Come
monster.
on, Nick.
Nice.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
God. Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe. Thank God.
Dodges out of the way. Good job. Like you don't really dodge out of the way. You kind of like duck, and the darts go whizzing by. This time they do kind of like, because the angle he's at, they kind of do come down and shred this cyst. Floyd's turn.
I appreciate it.
We're getting pity shreds at this point.
Yeah, we
But
are.
I don't care.
I'm gonna shoot that guy right next to me.
All right, roll it up.
Yeah.
And you killed it. Good job. Al?
Rocket.
One more rocket. Last rocket. Last rocket.
Last
standing.
rocket.
Last rocket. I'm gonna go down to 1 speed here. Fuck my holes. Oh my god, this fucking game.
You're still like you managed to hit it with the shrapnel again. Like it's basically shredded at this point. It is Nick's turn. The rocket launcher is spent.
Nick is still grappled.
Alright,
Damn, that
so
shit really
I'm gonna roll might defense.
Oh,
Christ.
The armor shuts down.
the
Nick takes 3 naps.
yeah no, it's essentially like it accelerates it one track along the domination process. So your next turn will not be your own.
Awesome.
Um,
Al hears that, like, hears the humming of the all song through his telepathic connection, so
yeah, true. So Al knows.
Al knows what's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. The spider now, again,
She's gonna
fires
kill you.
from the cyst, but this time shoots at Al.
Bring it. I'm so pumped.
Speed defense.
Fires from the
This is
Cyst,
gonna
by the
be
way, was
so
the
bad.
prog rock band's first album.
Yeah. You take
Poking hole,
One-
fires from the Cyst.
1 point of might damage, 2 of speed, and 2 of intellect.
You
So
have
that-
armor now. I don't think you
Yeah.
take any might.
Well, he only has 1 armor. Nick has 3.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's 1 might, 2 speed, 2 int.
And any speed damage is converted to might damage.
So you'll take 2 might.
Alright, so 0 speed. No, I'll take 3 might. Or no, 2.
Why? You
Yeah,
had 1
2.
speed, so you
Yeah.
take 1 damage of speed.
Yeah. And then
And then-
1 in might, so 2 in,
Yeah.
2 in might.
Yeah. Yeah.
So fucked.
Question: does Floyd recognize that up to this point all the darts have been at grappled characters, and that it didn't shoot at Nick, even though he's grappled?
Roll intellect.
Nope.
Nope.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding. I'll give it to you. That's you pieced that one together, so you're fine. You know he's dominated. Is that what I'm assuming you're getting at?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I want to figure out.
Yeah, that's fine. And it is Floyd's turn.
So it's on. Well, how is it?
Shoot it.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, but like,
Just
how is
shoot
it
it.
on Nick?
It's so like
It doesn't matter at this point. If you hit me. Just shoot the damn thing.
I'm gonna move
it's,
here.
you
or-
really can't see the cyst
That's
from
my
where you are,
issue.
unfortunately.
Shoot the
like,
spider. Don't shoot the tentacle. Shoot the spider.
All right. So I'm gonna walk up right behind Al so that I can shoot around him, like at
Okay.
the spider.
yeah, you're gonna like put your arm over his shoulder or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
You can use them to steady yourself, really.
Yeah, thanks, Al.
There you go. Anything.
All right.
Hey.
You're shooting with the needler.
Yeah.
All right, you drive a needle basically and take the faceplate off of this thing, and it kind of writhes around, sort of like the legs kind of kicking and scrabbling for a little bit, and then slumps down into the writhing floor, and you see the violet energy barrier around the glob in the center of the room dissipate, and combat is over.
Yeah, the tentacle is gone.
So are the tentacles still wrapped around the armor?
No, they also recede
Okay.
as soon as you.
At this point, considering how much of a liability is anything, I drop the armor like Iron Man collapses around me. I go running forward with the spike,
Yeah.
open up the port, and just
Yep, you do, and everything like all light in the room goes dim, and all of the eyes close, and the essentially like everything, the hum stops, everything stops. After like 30 seconds, the eyes kind of open again, but they're like sort of a docile blue color instead of red, and they're back to just kind of casually opening and closing. You don't really.
Okay.
There's no movement. Right?
So I gotta
gonna
get
roll a
going, but
recover.
I'm not gonna be here the next 2 weeks, so whatever you guys decide works out for Floyd, because he won't be here anyway. If that works
Okay.
for everyone.
Oh, sweet nectar of life.
Does that work, Connor? I don't want to.
For what? I'm sorry, I kind of missed
Oh.
that. I think.
No, I gotta get going.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not gonna be here the next 2 weeks anyway.
All right. Cool. We can
So-
wrap up then. I'll
Yeah,
keep
whatever you guys
posted.
decide. Yeah, just.
Thanks
Let
for
Floyd
coming.
in.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah, sorry about the baby. Like.
It's all right. No problem. It happens.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Good kill. I wish we could revel. I wish I could revel in it with you.
See ya, dude.
See ya. I would hold off on making any recovery roll longer than the 10 minutes.
Yeah, I just did my
'cause-
action.
You can save the number, but there's no guarantee yet. You got an hour ahead of you.
Yeah, I haven't touched any of my recovery rolls yet today, so I still was on my one
I just
action
saw the
one.
one. I just saw the 1 hour. Oh no, that was, oh my bad. I'm an idiot. That's next. Okay, yeah,
Yeah, you are.
yeah, you're good. So yeah, that's where you're at.
Bam. Bam.
All right, all the diagnostics are coming back as non-murder and death kill.
Mhm.
All right, Al, I'm going to connect to the all song.
All right.
Be prepared to kill me if you need to.
Okay.
I get back into the armor, leaving the faceplate open, and I use the umbilical to connect to the all song.
Okay, you are connected to the Allsong. You feel that rush of emotions and data and feelings and thoughts and everything wash over you again. But this time it's kind of a trip. It's a better experience now that it's not threatening to kill you.
Okay, Al, you're addicted to drugs. You need to try this.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we load up what's left of Floyd, and oh crap, we have a 20-minute, at least 20-minute walk into the desert. I'm gonna use the all song to ping
Maybe we can get some
the estate,
help for help.
local estate people, and the Quiet Cabal to get someone to come pick us up.
Yeah, if nothing else, we know we just got to walk back to our old.
Well,
thing.
you weren't given a line on any local estate people, but you can ping the Quiet Cabal, and they do they're gonna dispatch another vehicle to come and grab you.
Okay, and don't forget, Al. We can't go back to the old one because Floyd just left it and jumped over to the other one, so that crashed into the
Oh.
ground.
Okay, never
Um,
mind.
Hoopty 5000 is dead.
Shalimdar says you made it out. You're alive. It seems like whatever you did worked. The Allsong seems to be functioning normally again.
Has anyone attempted the translation? I say this as we're dragging like the spider corpse out with red piled on top of him because we're gonna want this stuff for research.
Brett's team is attempting it as we speak, but it'll take some time for them to complete the process to see if it's successful.
All right. Yeah, like we wait by the door for someone to come pick us up.
So yeah, after like an hour or so, you get another vehicle rolls up. This one is again moving on the ground. They only retrofitted the one vehicle that they had for flight. So there's that same Quiet Cabal lackey that you guys met up with at the compound itself. Kind of motions for you to. He's sort of looking nervously around. Sort of stands up in the driver's seat and motions you all forward.
All right. Do you want to take before we? Do you want to say we took a quick look around the facility beforehand, or is it just like is there nothing here?
Are you good? Do you want to do that?
Al?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like while we were waiting.
Yeah. The items that you saw scattered around before, you realize now that everything has calmed down. There are a few. It seems like he was kind of stockpiling ciphers. To what end, you're not really sure. But you find as follows: a level 4 curative, a death module, a curse bringer, an intellect booster, and a monoblade. And you also see something that like gives off kind of the same sort of strange overtones as a cipher would, but you're not able to look at it and kind of instantly divine its intent the way you are with the ciphers. And it basically just looks like a small, like almost half lobe of a brain that just kind of is chilling there in this pile.
Given that I'm a trained in the strange, can I either roll that to figure out what this is, or roll that to try to figure out its purpose?
You just from the feeling of it, you know that it's some sort of artifact, but you know that it'll take you longer than that. If you kind of commune with it for a while, you might be able to piece it together. But it'll take a few hours, and you'll need like quiet contemplation.
Gotcha. All right, Al, I'm gonna claim this loose for now, so that we can get identified and find out who's useful for. I'm still full up on the ciphers, so.
Yeah, so there's no way for us to like put the ciphers in our inventory
Nope.
to carry them and not use them, because I think if that's the case, then I can never pick up another cipher because of the drugs I have.
The blue sheen injector, I don't think we're counting as one. I just put it up there so that you could quickly tag the abilities in there. But the one-shot drug, the quest, is a cipher. So you have one slot you can use.
Okay. What's the death module?
Death module is, in fact, let me get it up in here. It's essentially, it looks like a little pod that you could put on a weapon, affixed to a weapon. And for the next minute, after you do that, whenever the weapon or its ammunition strikes a creature whose level is equal to or less than the cipher's level, it's a level 3 death module, by the way. Hold on just a second. Whenever you hit something with it, the weapon wielder can choose to make a second attack roll. If the second attack roll is a success, the target is slain outright. If used against a player character, it moves them one step down the damage track automatically.
Could I use that to theoretically get 3 attacks in if I already get 2?
Well, the second attack doesn't deal any damage. It just determines whether or not you. Yeah.
But could I still do that and then make my other attack?
Yes.
And then, what's the monoblade?
We can get to it. So that looks like a thin spiral horn graft And when it's activated, or no, I'm sorry, in like basically like something that you would put over your fingertip,
Okay.
and it produces a 6-inch blade. That's it's like a level 3 item. The blade cuts through any material of a level lower than its own, and if used as a weapon, it's a light weapon that ignores armor of a level lower than its own and lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Nice.
And I guess I'm probably gonna take the curative and use it on the spot, and then pick up one of the other ones. I don't know, a curse bringer.
Okay.
I feel like I'm probably gonna take the death module, but just so I know.
The curative, so you go ahead and pop that. You get 4 might pool back.
Okay.
The curse bringer, it looks like a little purring mechanical spider. It can be activated when given to an individual who doesn't know what it is. And the next time the victim attempts an important task when the cipher is in their possession, the difficulty of the task is modified by 3 steps to their detriment.
I'm taking that.
Okay.
We can give the death module to. Does Floyd have any free cipher spots? Oh, great GM, powerful GM.
Nope.
All right then. We'll leave the rest of it here.
I threw the text for Cursebringer into the chat window so
Thanks.
that you can copy it into your sheet. Oh, there was also the intellect booster. Nobody asked about that one, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, I kind of figured the name.
Kind of self-explanatory with the name.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
Is that right?
And then you take the. Are you taking the little brain too? Yeah,
I've got the artifact brain, and I have a free spot. Does that take up my cipher spot or no?
No.
Okay, so with that free cipher spot, I guess I'll pick up the. We'll go with the intellect booster.
Okay. Cool.
No, you grabbed the curse brain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's just a straight up does it give back pool, or does it go above and beyond that?
It won't let me search it. It's not pool.
It's not cool.
It gives you an. I said it's not pool. It gives you an extra. It gives you an extra intellect edge for 1 hour.
Oh, nice. Okay. What level is it, or does it not matter?
For this case, it doesn't matter. It's level 2
Okay.
in case it matters for something else, but
Righty.
in this case, it looks like a little adhesive patch.
All right.
Was there any that I didn't give rules text for that people want pasted in that they took? So Al took the death module in the Cursebringer. Is that correct?
No, I just took
Just
the.
took the
I
Cursebringer? Okay.
used the curative and
Yes.
took up
Yes. Okay.
Cursebringer.
Cool. Gotcha.
Yep, and I only had the 1 free spot, so I took the intellect booster because, well, intellect.
Are you also searching the spider?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So the spider has upon its person. It has that weird looking data spike thing that is giving you some kind of strange vibes as well.
All right, let me grab that so I can do some contemplation on it.
Okay. And what else is there?
I'm guessing it's another artifact.
Yes. It has a 4,000 bit wallet.
Let's split that.
Yeah, 2 ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems legit.
I'm doing that. 3,000 now. I just won't mention that to Floyd.
It has a cipher of null field fire.
Ooh.
No field fire.
Damn, we need like a bag of holding for ciphers.
So
or
it's like
something.
it's like null field parentheses fire.
Okay.
When activated, the user and all creatures in immediate range of the user gain +5 armor against damage of a specific kind for 1 hour.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's pretty dope.
Yeah. So basically, you guys could walk through like a firestorm with this on and be fine. And then a temporary cipher, temporary shield cipher, which does. Oh, it's an asset to speed defense rolls for 1 hour.
I'm gonna grab the null field fire and drop the intellect booster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we used up the spike too. Never mind. I forgot I had the spike as listed as one of my ciphers.
Yes.
So null field fire.
Cool. And that is about it.
Alrighty.
Sweet.
So
Anything in the giant blob in the center of the room, or is that?
I mean, it stays there, but it doesn't give you any impression that it's doing anything like sinister or vile or anything like that.
Now it's just a healthy blob in the room.
Yeah, you get the impression that it's actually like the physical manifestation of the L song wasn't weird. It was the way it was acting and behaving.
Gotcha.
And
Okay, so yeah, then when when Gopher shows up, we load up the spider body and Red into the back of the and then hop in and ride off into the sunset.
Okay. So I'm trying to think if it would be a better. We should probably call it here, I think, and I think we can do. Are you guys comfortable with like doing some of it? I mean, we can. Because how do you guys want to wrap this up? I guess like essentially, translation is restored. Like you'll find like Brett's team is successful in translating to Earth. So the Shalimdar is going to want you guys to potentially stick around to like at least determine the nature of the artifacts because typically artifacts don't translate. So,
Gotcha.
But they're not. I mean, I'll give them. I guess I'll give them to you now because like it doesn't make sense to wait on that. So the data spike is a medium weapon, and it contains. You find that it contains all of Uminatar's research on inundation therapy. So whether you want to do that conversation now or wait until you have more of the party, or maybe even do it via email thread, like between sessions or whatever,
Sure.
Shalimdar is going to want to have a very serious conversation with you about what happens with that research after now that you've got it, because it worked. Like it didn't work the way they intended it to, but it worked. Also, if you hit successfully with it as a weapon. I mean, it also has immense data storage capacity. Like you can store almost infinite data on this thing. No, that's right. I put it in the OneNote. Data spike. It also allows remote connection to the Allsong from anywhere on Rook, and grants the wielder the ability to speak any language. In addition, okay, so it's actually, it only does 2 points of damage, but it doesn't follow white weapon rules. That's my bad. So it's a medium weapon in terms of attacking. Like you don't get an asset to it. A successful hit prompts an intellect attack that stuns if successful. Stuns for 1 round.
That's pretty huge.
And the other thing that you got is a metabolism pod. And it's an implant that grants the user +5 to their speed pool just permanently.
Oh shit!
Wow.
I want that if no one else is.
Yeah,
being able to stun people is dope.
I mean, it's good to use, but if this thing doesn't translate well, if you go back to Earth, you just have like this lump of decaying matter inside of you.
Oh, what else are we gonna do with them?
Yeah, fair point. Yeah, I mean, I don't use speed nearly enough, so I'll go ahead and give that to you.
Sweet.
So I will probably then, we'll do a little, we'll handle that session. Or we'll just handle it next session. I don't know. Because, what do you guys think about it? Do you want to just do it, over email or whatever? Because it's essentially just a conversation, and it would keep us from... So that way next time we can launch into whatever's next.
Yeah.
Yeah, and plus it would help you, plan for stuff.
Okay. I think that's fine.
All right, cool. So yeah, then we'll do... So essentially we'll call this one a wrap, guys, and I will... I'm gonna give everyone... You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna give everyone 4 experience, whether they choose to use it to advance or not. You guys finished a major arc there. But that was the other thing I wanted to mention. In the process of going through all that data, you also find that before you guys went over there, the stinger was using its like recursive powers to kind of spread seeds of itself. So you get the impression that this might not be the last you see of the stinger. Its influence is kind of leaked into other recursions at this point. Yeah, like you think you purged it from Rook, but it escaped through into other recursions before you eliminated its physical form.
Ah, crap.
Love it.
Can I use my 4 advance to train myself in a skill for like computing? And
Yeah.
like now that we've had to like reprogramming, so like I want to reprogram red just to have or a good old reprogrammed red, but like just in general, like we just fought the internet, and it was very clear that none of us had any knowledge of computing.
Yeah, I think it makes roleplay sense because you failed at a very crucial point to decipher to get into a computer.
Yeah.
So it would make sense that your character would want to spend some time to learn that, and you also want to reprogram this Nathistome.
Yep.
And that we can handle via email too, how that plays out.
Sounds good. Add it to my character sheet. Let me add that over here on advancement. And we're halfway to tier 2.
Okay. Sounds good. And Evan, I don't know what you want. You can think on yours if you want to, or if you want to do it now, you can.
I think I'm gonna advance, and it's effort I can boost up, or a skill, or
4 points that you can divide amongst your pools.
I'm taking the 4 points.
Okay, where are you putting them?
All of them into might.
All of them into speed. Just have +9 speed with the implant. Just just pick up a gun and never put it down again.
I've got 18 might and 17 speed now, so that's
wow.
better.
Yeah. Is that including from the metabolism bud? Are you actually
Yeah,
implementing
if
that?
the metabolism bud works, that's what I will have.
So give yourself the +5 on the right half of your character sheet, so that because like what's going to happen is that you're not going to have a hideous lump, but it's not going to translate over with you. So like when you're in Rook, you'll have an extra 5 speed.
Okay. So put it on the right side. What does that mean?
Yeah, because it doesn't you see how the numbers are duplicated.
Yes.
The ones on the right won't carry when you switch to a different recursion.
Like the ones.
So
in the middle?
if you look at the top of your character sheet, you'll see Earth, Arden, Rook, and then you can add in different ones. And so if you select the Rook one, it'll wipe out everything. But then you can if you can rebuild that, you can put it into there, so that way whenever you're on Rook, you just have to flip over to that one.
And if I put it on the Rook one, I can put it on the left side, or it needs to be on the.
Yeah, because it needs to go on that right side. That middle column is the one that's going to change when you flip it back and forth. On the pen and paper version of this game, if we were actually sitting on a table, that would be they actually come up with a half sheet that you could cut out and fill out the information that fits over your character sheet whenever you're on different recursions.
Oh, I see. Okay. Fuck. I don't. So why isn't it going back to where it should be for the Earth one?
Is it mirroring them when you change them?
Yeah, it's now I changed it on the right side, but then when for Rook, but then when I went back to Earth, it was still there, and I changed on the left side for Earth, and then I went back and it's changed on the right side for Rook.
Oh, weird. So.
All right, I'll make a note of it.
Yeah, I guess just make a note of it. Well, that's that sucks. That negates the whole reason for this character sheet.
Yeah, shit. I didn't realize. I've been doing all of my stuff on the Earth one. I didn't even realize that I should.
Well, no, I mean this is the first time it would have mattered, but it just sucks it doesn't work. That's all. You're fine. All right, so I think we'll probably close it down here then. Thanks for playing, guys.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, that was. Was not expecting to have to fight the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Word. And we'll see where you guys wind up next session.
All right.
Cool. And we might have actually, you said you're not going to be here next week, and then Pat's not here for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it might be.
I should be around. I'm on vacation with my folks starting next Saturday, but in the past, the place we've gone, while it has a shitty internet connection, it does have one, and it'll just be Kyle and I hanging out there. So like, I should be able. I'll know if I can, well beforehand, but I should be able to be there.
Okay, cool. We'll try and get Cage up and running so that you guys can both play then.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. I gave him the first like initial rundown and everything, so he's just got to hit me back with some ideas.
Cool.
But yeah, all right. I'm gonna peace out then, guys. I will.
All right,
later.
see you.
Yeah,
Thanks
this
for-
is a blast, man. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.
Good games.